your hands together for the singing of the national anthem by Miss Rhonda Ronsman.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave.
Whoa, man, that's my wake-up call. I should record that. I can wake up to that every day. Thank you, Rhonda. That was unbelievable. Wonderful job. Thank you so much. You know, it's a lot more difficult to do that because there's a 1 second delay down here on the pontoon. So to the extent that Rhonda has no issue with that whatsoever is very impressive. Well done. All right, we are roughly 13 minutes away. We're going to give you the final movements here as we line up waves 1, 2, and 3 in order right now. Waves 1, 2, and 3 need to make your wave start position priority right now, please. Almost. Not yet, guys, because I got to get down here.
Okay, that was a good practice drill.
Sorry, guys, real quick. Guys, sorry, real quick. Excuse me, guys. Sorry, guys. Excuse me. Hey guys. You can clear this place at 6:50, yeah?
Yep, 6:50.
Okay.
We got 1 minute.
Okay. Thanks, guys. We're good. Thanks, guys. See you.
You got 1 minute. That's 60 seconds. You don't want to.
We are really close, you guys. Sorry about that. We had final announcement, final update that we need to do for the transition area. We're going to slide right in here. Excuse me, guys. Sorry, guys. Going to scoot right here. Excuse me. Thank you very much. Slide in, guys. Thanks, Nick. Now we're set. Thank you. Brian, you ready? Okay, Vic, we're ready. Vic, Earl, we're ready now. It's going to be quick.
Tim will go over it once again once you get down here. But essentially, your swim this morning is through the bridge and to the right. Once you make it through that bridge, there is a yellow turn buoy that you're going to shoulder with your right, and then you're going to come through and come out the swim exit, so it's going to be very quick. Our lifeguards out in the water. Thank you again for being here this morning, lifeguards. Good morning to you, all of our water safety that's in those lime green shirts. Thanks for being out here this morning. And spectators, thank you to you. Thanks for being out here. We know that you are the unsung heroes of race day. You're probably you're up just as early as with your athletes this morning. There's no medal for you at the finish line, unfortunately, but know that we and your athletes very much appreciate it. We're going to start walking the athletes down here momentarily. Yep, and another good question that we've got, we'll repeat this a lot. You are going to start the race on the dock, but you must jump in feet first. So we will not do an in-water start, but you must jump in feet first. There is a USAT official down here.
All right, athletes, we have race director Brian D'Amico here, who's going to go through the last-minute instructions on the course so that it is at least visually stimulating for you to know exactly what's in store for you over the next several minutes.
Good morning, athletes. We're excited we can get you off. We have about a 2 or 2.5 window before some more rain and lightning comes. So very, very important. Earl and Vic are going to be up top at swim start. They will instruct you based off of your wave time, and waves will go every 2 minutes. You're going to self-seed within your wave, and it'll be a time trial start. As you come down the ramp to swim start, we'll get you organized in pods of 4. Tim will be at swim start, starting you every 5 to 7 seconds. You're jumping in feet first. Your swim course is going to be a 380-meter swim. You're going straight out. You can swim to either side of the orange buoy, going in between the 2 tetrahedron red buoys. Once you pass through there, you'll hit a yellow turn buoy. You're going to make a right. You have about another 45 or 50 meters where you're going to make another right-hand turn and a straight shot into the swim exit. Bike course, it's a 10.7K bike. When you exit transition, you'll go out on Michigan just like you normally would have. You're going to take a right on Lincoln Memorial Drive. You're going to go all the way down Lincoln Memorial. You're going to do the same first turnaround that you otherwise would have. It's at the intersection of Lincoln Memorial and Lake Drive. You're going to come back, cross over Michigan. When you hit Lincoln Memorial and Clybourne, you'll make a left-hand turn and then an immediate right onto North Harbor Drive. Everything will be extremely well coned and signed. You're dismounting. Your run is going to be a 2.5K run. So you're running out where the run out tower is in transition. Same pathway. You will hit 1 aid station on the run. It will be approximately halfway through your 2.5K run. You're going to go out onto the small peninsula area. You're going to make a 180, come back right in front of the War Memorial, and then you'll make a left-hand turn onto LMD straight to the finish line.
There you have it, guys. Doesn't get any better than that, right? All right, first group come down. Let's let them in.
One of the most unsung heroes of race weekend, Brian and Cody. Man, those guys. I have the privilege of being on the emails that come out that they send out at all hours of the day or night about all the instructions. Andy uses the word tetrahedron, so can't get much better.
It is. It is a little crazy. Last night we were obviously up very late trying to walk through the closing orders on this whole event, and we're in a really good place right now. We're excited to be here. How about some music at that start line? Let's get some music. Let's get people going. We're close to wave number 1 and day number 2 of USA Triathlon Toyota Age Group National Championship.
Here we go.
What do we hold?
Now, historically speaking, Tim,
Good
your
morning,
podium
VIP
at least
Foundation
one of the
folks. You need to
spots,
start
but
making your way
oftentimes
down
the
to
top
Swim
spot
Start. I know
comes
it's
out of this
cozy in
first
there,
wave on the men's
but I
side. We'll
do
see
not
if
want
any
you
of
to
our
miss
other
your Swim
waves have
Start. It is
anything
gonna
to say
go
about it.
very fast
But
this
some of these
morning.
juniors,
We're gonna
not
get you
juniors, excuse
all
me,
done
some of these
before
young
the
men
bad weather rolls
able
in,
to
so
race very,
get
very
your stuff
fast. And I
together
think
and
a
start
super
heading
sprint is
down. We'll
going
see you at
to
Water's Edge.
really play into their favor, able to redline it for as long as they do. Last year's champion, Sam Tullis, not in the field today. He is gone on from triathlon. He's now racing cross country at University of Chicago. So we will have a new champion in the group today. We'll see who it is. Oh, Vic wants the love. The guys want some love up there. They're just waiting until the crowd is into it before they come down. It's like WWE. They need the love.
I'll see if somebody can get tape down, even though it won't stick very well.
All right. We'll wait and see here. Brian's heading up.
All right, we can send them down, you guys. Let's roll. Wave number one. Athletes in single file order. As you come down the ramp, you should be moving to the right. Okay? We're going to get to the bottom of the ramp. We're going to position you in your foursome. So you're going to be positioned on the inside right lane coming down. This is like a march.
Yeah.
Put that music. Let's
Yeah,
raise that
come on.
music.
Let's give them some love as they come down.
We
We'll
can
be
do.
underway here in just
We
a
can do
minute.
this.
But these are the men of wave number one. Gentlemen. Some of the fittest, some of the highest VO2 levels anywhere in the country walking down this ramp right now. I see my friend Evan Marus racing out of South Dakota, one of your
First
top
foursome right here.
athletes
First
last
foursome right
weekend.
here. Second foursome right in front of it. Back up to the cooler. Back to the cooler, please. Back up cooler. Next four right here. Next four right here. It went off. Too close. We're good. Next four lined up behind them. Okay, we're gonna hold on the next four. Okay. Next four should be ready. Okay, we're gonna have it foursomes. Get in your huddled foursomes, you guys. All right. Get in your huddled foursomes. Huddled foursomes, guys. So you're ready to move to the line. That might be the only one. You got to do a hook right to come back to that exit point. Okay. There may be one more on the inside of that.
Are your sighting buoys?
How many are there?
I'm
Chip?
sorry, orange buoys.
Orange buoys are your sight buoys. That yellow turn buoy, once you get through the bridge, is going to be a right turn.
Orange buoys are sighting buoys. Either side of the orange buoys, yellow buoy on your right.
Hey, you guys, the start for all of you, start per wave, you guys, listen, please, real quick. The start is going to be in the karate chop. I'm going to be on the inside. The karate chop is going to be your time. Now, what are you doing? You're not diving. Feet first. That's it. Feet first. You're not diving into the water. Everybody clear on that? The karate chop, you do not go until that karate chop happens. You clear? Because that means we've got to wait for a reason. And that karate chop is going to say it's now safe to go. Everybody clear. Every subsequent wave, we should be ready to go. Yeah, hug the railing to the right, you guys. Hug the railing to the right if we could, please.
We're going to put that in our quote list for the weekend. The karate chop means it's safe to go. Jake Adler, one of our first four, getting ready to get into the water here today.
You want to go under the bridge, not over.
No,
Racing out of Jamestown, North Carolina.
Timing, are we ready? Are you ready? Athletes, wait for the arm to come down. Everybody put your hands together. We are starting day number 2, USA Triathlon Toyota Age Group National Championship, now official. Ready? Go.
And there they go. Underway, day number
Next four,
2.
move up quick, guys.
The super sprint, as it were,
Go.
of the Toyota Age Group National Championships.
Back. No, you can't. You got
Wow, look at these guys.
Go.
They go from 0 to 60 quick. I was literally just standing next to Evan
Go. There we
Marus,
go.
who
There
just
you're
took
good.
off
There
right
you're
there.
good. Go.
They are going
Watch the
so
karate chop, guys.
fast. Once you're on that bridge, you are probably 2 minutes
They got to stay
from
back,
being in
guys.
the water.
Go. Bring him back. Good job, guys.
The timing mat right here at the start line. Our friends with Sports Stats, good job making quick adjustments there. That timing mat takes your last read off of your chip. As soon as that chip is no longer seen on the mat, that's when your time starts. And then conversely, at the finish line, it takes your first read. So you can see the athletes right now, they can go either side of that orange buoy. From where we are starting, because we're starting all the way to the right of what would have been the mass start, most athletes are going to probably end up going right of that orange buoy. It's a good sight buoy, but then once you get through there, 2, as Brian said, tetrahedron
Karate chop. Wait.
red buoys, and then a yellow turn buoy for you. Noah Billings in the group right now, getting ready to race out of Rochester, Minnesota.
Back, guys. Step back. Otherwise, you're going to start the match.
Keep coming down. Keep coming down. It's quick once we get down here. Owen Prosser is in this group, racing out of Greenberry, Wisconsin. Michael Currett getting ready to get in the water right now. It is quick once you get down here. There you go. Once Tim drops his hand, you can start your race, and we are almost through all of our green caps already this morning. Caleb Sweetberg getting ready to hit the water this morning. Choosing a race at the back over here.
Set. Go. Next four. Back. There you go. Otherwise, you're starting.
And Drake Nielsen from Omaha, Nebraska, going to be in your final 2 of the green wave here.
Thank you for that. All right, hang on. We can make 2 rows out here.
And that is how fast it goes this morning. And instead of having a big gap between waves, because we've got to try to get everybody in the next couple of hours, we just keep rolling. Sorry.
Reminder, all red-capped athletes, the karate chop by the guy at the swim start is going to be your indication of your start time. You do not move forward until the karate chop has happened. Everybody clear on that? Hug the right side of the rail for safety purposes.
So there you can see the gap between the groups. That is not anywhere near the type of gap that we would have had this race gone off as usual. So that is how fast we're going. A pretty fast 2 minutes in there. It is going to be crowded out there on the road. So athletes, be sure you're communicating with each other. And as soon as they get through the bridge, they take a right. We should see our first athletes into transition momentarily here.
Now go behind. Feet first. Feet first, step it in. No diving. Feet first, step it in. Go behind. Go behind.
Go.
Molly, are you good? I'm not looking at all.
So just for the sake of it, I'm going to time somebody from the time they get on the ramp to the time they get into the water. I think it's going to be about a minute and a half. The end of Red cap wave heading down to the water. Noah Sissons is in that group from Pasadena. Good morning, Noah. Thanks for making the trip. Noah doesn't know it, but he's the one I'm timing right now to see how long it takes. Garrett Gravitt going to be the last to go into the water from this wave. Good morning, Garrett. Racing out of Georgetown. Good morning, brother. Okay, 1 minute is how long it took. 1 minute from the time you hit the bridge to the time you're in the water. It's that quick. Good morning, ladies. Your heart rates are up? You ready to go? You got a good warm-up in? You can see some of the athletes choosing to go this morning in their swimsuits as opposed to their wet. Choosing to forego a little bit of buoyancy for the fact that they're going to have Yeah.
Real quick, all athletes, the reminder from Brian D'Amico was you have to keep the yellow buoy to your right as you come out from underneath the bridge. All right, you have one buoy there, keep to your right. You've got to go
to the left of that to do the accurate distance. Everybody clear. You got one buoy that's yellow, and you get the big to the right. The orange buoy you see here is a guide buoy. It's the yellow buoy on the other side that you need to keep to your right. Everybody clear. All right, are you ready? Let's go. Four across.
He's on the wave, can't seem to shake the shade. Within the dreams, he sees the life he made. I saw sleeper, you won't be repeating. The girl who also seems to want him too. It seems the feelings that she had her through.
feet first reminder, everybody. Feet first. Feet first reminder. Set, go.
I see Sydney Bell out of Tennessee making her way down towards the water right now, choosing to go no wetsuit this morning. Elizabeth Ordman racing on behalf of Cal. She's got those bear tattoos underneath her goggles. Good morning, Elizabeth. All right, our white caps are done. Next, it's time for the ladies wearing our mint green caps. I'm gonna go check in up on the top of the start line here, make sure everybody's getting lined up, but just know we're already starting wave number 4. So if you're looking at what wave you are in, know that we are going through them super quickly this morning. The smell of neoprene in the morning. I'm serious, it's one of my favorites. It means you only get that smell at a triathlon. I can't think of any other place where you would just smell neoprene. It's not quite warm enough for it to be like baking out here, so it's great. Everybody's got smiles on their faces. Swim exit is the same. Man, I'm up here at the pre-race briefing that Victoria Brumfield's giving to our athletes as they come through. She lines them up and she tells them all the final instructions. It's great. As she says, there's no diving. If you dive, you get disqualified. And in her words, there's so many better reasons to get disqualified. That wasn't mine. Timing chip on. Goggles get ready to go. Your swim exit is going to be just on the other side of that bridge. You swim through the red buoys. You must shoulder that yellow buoy.
Set, go. Go. I just learned so much coming up to these athlete briefings up here right before they head down the water. The last are on to wave number 6. Wave number 6 this morning. Still the majority of athletes choosing to wear a wetsuit. The water temperature is 65.9 degrees, which is still quite cool, but it is warmer than it was yesterday.
Happening, hopefully. Information will be coming at us very quickly. We'll do our best to keep you apprised of who's doing what out on the course. This is still a Team USA qualifier, so there's a lot at stake. and national titles at dozens of age groups, male and female, and nothing has changed in that regard. So the distance is half of what it originally was. It's now a super sprint, and the athletes are adjusting accordingly.
Albeit a much faster triathlon than what we were expecting. I know plenty of triathletes that would say they would rather do a sprint than a super sprint. You might think the distances being shorter is something that every athlete looks forward to, but really, once you start to go down to this distance, it is just so fast, so all out the whole time. It's one of the toughest distances in triathlon for that reason.
So the race has been underway for 7 minutes and 15 seconds, I believe. Actually, I think the race has been underway for 16 minutes. And we are expecting, if normally it would take, the fastest people might be doing just under an hour. So we're expecting our first finishers to be here within 30 minutes of the start. So in the next 10 to 15 minutes, we could have a finisher here.
You got time. I would like to head up. I mean, I want to see them. I'll do whatever. Good luck, man. I think we're good down here. Okay, next group up. Let's go right now.
4, 2, 3, 4.
on this line.
You gotta go behind, right behind. Yep. 1, 2, go right behind. Yeah. Make sure you stay on your feet. Go right behind.
All right, so Victoria's given all the final race instructions. Tim's got it under control down here, and we're gonna have finishers soon. So we're gonna turn up the music down here. Just let the music roll. Let you guys get excited before you start. We'll start calling in some finishers.
Yeah.
This is just an interlude, all right? It's gonna pick back up. Feet first. Feet first. No time. Easy.
Go behind, go.
Step up. Step up.
It's slippery.
Very slippery, lady.
Slippery, wet, wet.
Go. Step up to the
Go
next
behind.
line.
Stay on your feet. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Step.
Go.
Next one. 1.
Ready?
You
Feet
know my
first.
Get there.
First. Go. Step up
And
next
right.
line.
1, 2,
Ready?
3,
first.
go behind, behind.
Go. Step up.
And
Step
behind,
up next line. Next line. Feet first. Feet first. Set. Go. Careful.
And go behind.
Step up.
1, 2,
Feet first, and it is
4. Oh my God, and then
Go.
Go behind.
Step up next line.
1,
Ready?
2, 3,
Feet first. Set.
4. Behind.
Go.
Up. Next one. Go
Step
behind.
up. Step up.
Step up.
Step up. Ready? Set. Feet first.
Go.
Lady.
And
Step up.
behind. Next
Step
one.
up.
1,
Ready? Feet
2,
first, ladies.
3,
Set.
4.
Go. Step up. Next line.
And go behind.
Ready?
You guys do like
Back
this.
up. Back up. Back up. Yeah. Thank you. Set. Go.
Telling you. I'm not.
But you can definitely start coming over here to the finish line, and let's start getting this finisher shoot excited and energy pumping so that when our athletes come through, they'll have and feel all the love.
When there's only a few spectators, you have to be extra loud and enthusiastic. Looks like the 15 to 19s are leading the charge right now. We do find in these super sprint formats that the youngsters do particularly well. They might not have built up the endurance that you need to do the longer racing, but they can really shine over the short distance. And they've often really practiced their transitions because they're members of teams and clubs where they practice that kind of the skills portion of it quite a bit.
So is this a situation where, like, yesterday was wisdom before youth, but today is youth before wisdom?
I think that you're going to see that in this.
You got too high. You got big 2 rows, gentlemen. 2 rows. You're welcome.
Go.
Good to see you out here.
diving.
Next one.
To the next
4.
one.
There
No
you go.
diving.
Next one behind. 4. 1, 2, 3, 4.
I'd go.
Yep, you're behind. 2, 3, 4. There you go. Go behind. Go behind. Go behind. Come on. Go. 2. You're going behind. Right behind.
Go.
3, 4. There you go.
Good.
Next one. Behind. Go behind them. Go behind.
Go.
1, 2, 3. Are you going to jump it in or are you going to use the stairs? 4. Right here. Fourth one. You're going to go behind. Go that way. 1, 2,
No diving, gentlemen. Feet
3,
first. Feet first.
4.
Are you ready, front line? Ready?
Just send her over now. Pop it quick.
Go.
One
line. One line. There you go.
Cole brand helmets and sunglasses. They're trusted by the top professional triathletes for rigorous training and racing. Athletic Brewing Company, they are the non-alcoholic beer proud partner of USA Triathlon. Be sure to visit their booth and get us a sample. And of course, Run Wild, which is one of their beers that is absolutely amazing. Zone 3 is in the building, ladies and gentlemen. They are Europe's #1 triathlon brand and already making waves in the American market. They are an official partner of USA Triathlon, and we are excited to have them. So be sure to visit them in the expo. Get fueled with G Endurance Formula from the official hydration partner of USA Triathlon. They're on the course and at all of the aid stations delivering fluid and nutrients that athletes need to perform at their best. I don't know about you, but fuel to unlock your best day with G Endurance. Now, Karen, we talked about this exclusively yesterday, and I still hold true to it. I need help when planning trips, especially finding hotels. What about you?
Yeah, if you don't have a husband that will do it, which is often what I rely on, you can go to Hotel Planner. So Hotel Planner, you can get exclusive hotel deals for your next event through Hotel Planner. Visit hotels.usatriathlon.org to book now. Hotel Planner has the best technology, the best service, and the best price. We'd like to do a shout out to Advocate Aurora Health. When results are decided by seconds and inches, which it will be today, Aurora Sports Health can help you gain an edge. They'll work with you to keep you healthy, strong, and in the game. To learn more, visit aurora.org/sports.
I do actually. Yeah, we got a playlist queued up. So we're gonna do that so we don't have to be back and forth. We're kind of getting in the way of each other yesterday. Okay. So that's the finish line playlist, and that's the one I'll play next. I'm gonna use the ladder. Okay, ready? Set, go.
So you're gonna step on that line, and when it's your turn, then you're gonna go to the ladder. Okay? You go this way. 1.
Go. Ladder. Yep, ladder.
Oh, you want to do ladder? Yep. You're gonna stay right here. And then wait your turn.
Hold it. Thank you. Ready? Set. Set.
Oh, come on, watch.
I'm doing the next wave. That's fine.
You are the wave. You are the last wave.
We gotta go. Okay, I'm ready.
7:25. Yeah, let me see if I can get a update. This thing is not saying anything.
No, stay. I'm doing this. No, you're fine. You don't have to cover everything. All right. But I'm being requested, so that's why I have to move stuff. I'm coming. Give me 1 second.
Oh, there we go. All right, we do have people off the bike and onto the run. I've got a little bit of an update that Leo Havens is one of the first runners onto the course, followed by Joaquin Diaz, Will Deemers, P. Spiceland, and Everett Payne are 5 people
Yeah.
out on the run course in the 15 to 19 age group. Keep in mind, these are so preliminary because we will not know what they may have been in the first wave to start. And there could be someone that started 2 minutes behind them that will come through and have a faster time. So just being first out on the course does not necessarily mean you're leading the wave.
It is going to be all out, like you just said. So we're looking at the overall right now, T2. So coming out of transition, those were some fast transition. Joaquin Diaz, Leo Havens. 13 seconds in between them. Another 17 seconds back, Will Deemers. So right now, heading out on the run, it is going to be a short, fast run. How far is the run this morning?
The run is 2.5K.
2.5K.
Yeah.
Which translates to about 1.5 miles or so.
Yeah, less than 2 miles.
There we go.
It's
Half of a 5K.
3.1,
There it is.
1.6.
Yeah.
So this
It's early.
is
We're getting there.
definitely a super sprint.
You will see these athletes. We will have some athletes this morning that are able to go sub 5 minute miles for this. So look for our first finishers in about 8 minutes or so here at the finish
I
line.
would say even less because they're out on the run. Yeah, maybe 2 or 3 minutes here.
Okay, so they're going to be going 4:20 pace, 4:30 pace.
Well, they've been running for a while, I think. Yeah.
Well, then we're just getting our updates. So there we
Yeah.
go. We should see him here momentarily. Thanks.
We're learning as we go here, folks. Resilience, just like the triathlete.
Is that what you were looking at?
We will eventually we see a 1 mile split. So
Okay, perfect. Man, I know we said it earlier, but shout out to our friends at Sports Stats for. I've been on the timing side of things before, and especially when a last-minute decision is made to switch to a time trial start, it completely changes how your timing setup works, how your files have to be written, and those guys are on top of things. Good morning, Gavin Marus. We're looking for older brother out here at the end of the shoot. Yeah? All right, we'll see how fast he comes in here. It's not. I was just testing that too. It's really not that bad.
Oh yeah, I'm just gonna make sure we can get to the. No, I think we're not getting anything yet. But if we're not, I want to make sure we do get it. Yeah, because sometimes the mouse doesn't work.
It is half of a 5K, 2.5 kilometers.
Actually, let the volunteer here know that you're going to use the ladder. We'll line you up at the right place.
Second.
Sorry, I'm going to interrupt you. They are coming at us right now. Now, remember, it's all preliminary because it was a time trial start, but your first athlete, Isaac Lamplet, coming in. He's going to be the first one across the finish line right now, heading up onto racing with that Endorphin Fitness group. Come on in, Isaac. You're going to break the tape today, brother man.
Yes.
Noah McKillop right there as well. Nathaniel McKillop.
Isaac Lampert, all the way from Richmond, Virginia.
So now we get the fun part of watching the results come through and seeing who's where.
We got Nathaniel McKillop, who just finished, Rayon, James Shidden, and Brave Mays.
Yeah, I recognize those names from yesterday. They were top finishers yesterday as well. So well done to them. Again, we'll confirm results when everybody from an age group has finished.
And
Here comes Evan Monroos racing out of Sioux Falls, South Dakota. Welcome into the finish line, Evan. He's going to be up there as well.
Gunter, right?
Yes, Matthew Gunner. He raced yesterday as well.
Yes, he was one of the top finishers yesterday. I think he was top in his age group. So looks like he had another great race today. Finish time 29:17. Some of the people that finished ahead of him are in the 30-31 minute range. So Matthew put up a fast time. I think that's the fastest time we've seen yet today.
Yeah, Matthew, Tyler Pachuta just came through the finish line. This is definitely lightning fast. So if you blink, you might miss them. So keep your eyes open, keep your hearts right, and let's start banging on those boards because we're going to have some more people coming in. So let's get this finish line excited and in crunk. Is crunk a good word to use in 2022?
Sure. I was just going to say that Matthew Gunter actually had the fastest time of anybody yesterday. So look for that time to hold up very well. 29:17. See if anyone can beat that the rest of today.
Is this Kyle Miller coming down? Oh, yeah, it is. And then we got Jake Adler all the way from Jamestown, North Carolina. Oh, yeah, he's ready. All the way Fayetteville, North Carolina own Jeremy Hall. Welcome to your 2022 Age Group National Championship finish line.
Daniel Moore, nice finish. 30 minutes for Daniel. That's a fast time as well.
Jaquan Diaz from Deerfield Beach, Florida.
Yeah, well, it'll change. You know, it keeps changing as people come in. We have Lane Monroe from Lubbock, Texas. David Reynolds from Andover, New Hampshire. So this run, you're going to see these guys. It's going to look a little bit more like a track race than an endurance race. They are running fast.
Noah Billings from Rochester, Minnesota. Zachary Baker, Harmony, PA. Leo Havens from Severna Park, Maryland. Andy Vasquez from Omaha, Nebraska. And Alex Raynham from Boulder, Colorado.
Here comes Samuel Haynes from Brooklyn, New York.
Evan DiVincenzo, Alvarado, Colorado. Jonathan O'Kurt from New Hampshire. Welcome into the finish line, Jonathan Benjamin. Shiotsu from Santa Ana, California. How about Patrick Cavanaugh, Caramel, Indiana?
Reddington Walters, Springdale. Vincent Petrino from Binghamton, New York. Porter Spiceland, Lakeland, Tennessee. Spencer Anderson, Rochester. Zane Moore from Portland. Stuart Gildia. Kyle Swenson. Samuel Kloffenstein. Kyle Ogina. Trevor Barrienbruch. Sorry about that name. Sam Hersick from Pennsylvania. Might not always have time to read off cities. These guys are coming in so fast and furiously.
I'll try. I'll go down to the end.
Yeah, I mean, it's not like
We believe we are just 1 minute or less away from seeing our first female finisher. Wow, they are flying into the line right now. I'm going back up against.
It's like one after another. We got Tim Parker from Washington, D.C., Aldeline Ferguson from Fort Collins, Colorado, John Dixon from East Tennessee, Noah Wells from Spring Grove, Colorado, Everett Payne from Clarendon Hills, Illinois.
Noah Schlesinger from Concord, California. Ben Foltz. Jaron Griffin from Tumwater. We are expecting the first female shortly. Try and give you a warning, those of you at the finish line, so you can put up the banner. We have Ross Palazzo, Harold Danks, Justin Layer, Justin Postma, Christopher Halsey, Ithaca, New York. Connor Clare, Columbus, Ohio. Matthew Crawley, Hanover, Ontario. To me,
Well
it looks
done,
like,
fellas. Go ahead. Go ahead.
I was just going to say, I can't tell if it's going to be a 15-19 or a 20-24 that's first across the line for the females. They look very close. We had Sebastian Rana, Jack Constantine, Owen Prosser, Joey Costello, Mika Warning, Mason Cruz Abrams, and Yug Cola.
Come on in, fellas. Come on. Keep pushing. This is it. The final little dig. You've been pushing out there for 20, 30 minutes. It is hard.
Nice
Keep
finish,
digging.
Benjamin Babcock. Good. Sprint to the finish. Alex Luca and Zachary Benz. Cody Clower and Justin Kahn.
Is that Christopher Hutto all the way from Indianapolis, Indiana? But then Blake Pfeiffer is coming in for the win from Port Washington, Wisconsin.
It's here for Colin McMillan, Bay Village, Ohio. So far, I think we've just had people from the 15-19 and 20-24 wave, but I'll keep you apprised if we get some older waves coming through. Blake Pfeiffer, Colin McMillan, Austin Rink, Jackson Harrell, Joseph Ammons, Quinn LeBorn, Simon Gersib from Chicago, Illinois.
Lucas Bush from DeWitt, Michigan. Alex Tan from Charlottesville, Virginia. And then Connor Wildstad from Minneapolis, Minnesota. They are coming in so fast. Jim Mahoney from Tulsa, Oklahoma. This is exciting. Isn't it as exciting to call their names as it excited is to see them run across the finish line? It's like, can we keep up with their pace?
There's a noticeable difference between when they cross the line out near the start of the red carpet and they come across the line. They are fast today. We have Jim Mahoney, Douglas Caggiano, Alexander Sigel, Owen Bowie, Samuel Cottrell, Owen Sanders, William Vertuli, Ethan Miller, Joseph Ferguson, Tad Spencer from Reston, Virginia, Angus Sim from Maplewood, New Jersey.
We're
Still waiting for that first female.
First female. Yep. I was just going to say we're still looking for that first female. I don't see her quite yet, but these guys absolutely fly this last half mile. It's just one more test of their endurance as they come down this final hill.
That was Clinton Worshifer, Sam Yeager, Ryan Jandro, Hayden Lorenko, Brian Fellon, Connor Evans, and David Wolfson.
Manuel Burgos Cruz, all the way from
I'm going to interrupt you guys as we have our first female. She's into the chute. This is Shannon Fearon. She's wearing all black. Trying not to get run over. Here she comes through the line. That is Shannon Fearon from Grand Junction, Colorado, crossing the line first.
Her time was 33:52, so we'll look and see how that holds up over the day. Fast time.
Jordan Timble, we see you coming through. John Bazar, Trevor Graft.
We do have some 25 to 29-year-olds coming across as well. John Bazar, Trevor Graff, Brennan Richardson, Nick Retheimer, Leighton Ricketts, AJ Maxey. Here comes another female. It's Haley Poe from Bridgeville, Pennsylvania.
Oh, and then Aaron Horrell, all the way from Henrico, Virginia, representing Endorphin Fitness. Go, Aaron.
Nice job, Aaron.
Marissa Lavelle as well. All three of those women were in the 34 to 34:30 range, all very close together.
Marissa's got a famous triathlon name. Used to race against her potential relative.
Oh, we got a whole bunch of them coming in. Brooke Kelly, Brian Dragato, Michael Lynn, Stephen Mayo Jr., Slade Fiono. Wow, this is exciting. I feel like as they're coming in, the wind is blowing. We're getting wrapped up in their excitement, and it's just so exciting. Where's that finish line shoe pump? Let's pump up these finishers as they come into the finish line.
Justin Rohr, Noah Whittock, Lauren Burgett. We talked about her yesterday. Welcome back, Lauren. Kuba Rydell, Ian Hoppy, Camille Tranquise from Centennial, Colorado, Chris Meyer, Kurt Haywood from Logan, Ohio, Brendan Flattery from West Ford, Mass. That's a good time to send it over to you.
Oh, thank you. Yeah, so these guys, just to point out, there are going to be only seconds separating some of these finishers, 1st through 10. So the finish line sprint there is super important. So bring these guys in, help them dig that little extra. It could be the difference between 5th and 10th, or 1st and 4th. Annie McCardle coming across the line. We had Lilja McHenry, Maddie Perkins, and Nick Gibo as well. Welcome Jenny Suling, Jack Brownlee, Nick Powell, Matthew Chapman, Reed Randall, Rachel Tatko from Boise.
I think I heard you say this earlier, but we want to recognize David Reynolds as your unofficial male 20 to 24-year-old national champion this year, and William Kennedy, 60 to 64 just came through. He would be your 60 to 64-year-old national champion. Sorry. Unofficially?
Well, I don't know. Yeah, maybe. How many people have finished?
So is it best to do unofficial overall?
I'm sorry, William. It looks like I just seen something different here. He's just in transition. He's just in T1. Karen looked at me. She said, "It feels a little early to call that race, doesn't it?" The polls have closed. We're calling it. No, I'm just kidding. We'll keep an eye out. But right now, Jack Spurgis from Warrington, Missouri.
But we do have some unofficial finishers and age group champions like Ian Delker for the sprint 15 to 19 age group with the time of 10:58 unofficially.
Can't be right. 10 minutes. So
We're working it out here, but right now, Grace Bush, Mankato, Minnesota. Katie Lance, Knoxville, Tennessee. Miranda Anderson, Kenny, Auburn Hills, Michigan. How about from Hamlin, New York, Zachary Turlington? Welcome to your finish line. Mariah Mitchell, Phoenix, AZ. Aaron Groff, Chicago, Illinois. Karen's going to keep looking and give us updates on the overalls.
Well, just looking at the fastest time put up by a woman so far is Marissa Lavelle at 34:53. So keep that in mind as you're looking at how your athlete did, that's what you're being measured against for the women.
Rachel Pfeiffer and Ben Baines.
We got Alex Cummings all the way from Tampa, Florida, coming down to the finisher chute.
And Matthew Gunter's 29:29 is still holding up as the fastest male so far. David Reynolds, it looks like 20-24 with a 30:58 is the potential national champion. And Isaac Lamprick at 15-19 with a 31:24 is the fastest time so far.
Yeah, we've had a couple of finishers come through the finisher chute. Benjamin Stanger from Milwaukee, Leslie Peterson from Petersburg, Emma Smith from Washington, D.C., Caitlin Switzer from Canton, Ohio, Alexander Diaz Hernandez from Gayson, Georgia, Taggett Rothel from Overland Park, Kansas, Ryan Homer from Cincinnati, Ohio, Karina Jemez from...
So right now, Marissa Lavelle is in the lead, but if you look back to mile 1 splits, Ava Pfaff right now at the 1 mile split was only 3 seconds behind Marissa's time, so we'll keep an eye out. Everything unofficial here at the finish line. What is official, though, is that Tyson Ford is through his finish line. Elena Hengel, Dean Meisinger, Ariana Wirtz, my friend Ariana Wirtz right there doing the double. Welcome back. Rocking that Purdue jersey.
And Evan Zopak from Washington, D.C., Michelle Stratton from Naperville, Illinois. Ooh, this is
Michelle
invigorating.
Stratton with
It's gonna go fast like this all day.
34-minute race. So that's good time there for Michelle. Jennifer Santoyo, Burien, Washington. Well done.
Santiana Silver from Boston, Mass. Elise Chu, Davis, California.
This is my friend Lauren Lipsy from Washington, D.C. We literally live right down the street from each other. Go, Lauren.
You get to announce her then. Hayden Dwyer, Ashley George, Tyler Brondike from Walpole, Mass. Yes.
Is this Caitlin Krul coming up down the finish line chute? Do you sometimes get a good feeling, Michael?
I do. Is this a song reference? I get a good feeling.
Laura Cuveres coming through from Brooklyn. Holly Adejumo from Ann Arbor.
Yes.
Kristen Etchman.
Holly Adejumo representing Grit.
Well done, Jessica Cleven.
Miranda Slaylock from Janesville, Wisconsin, not far away. Ann Arbor, Michigan, Galen Burrell. Sam Decker from Columbus, Ohio. Elizabeth Hesse from Atlanta. What a finish there, ladies. Lauren Campbell, Bridget Tetmeyer from St. Paul, Minnesota. Keep on rocking, keep on coming.
Elizabeth Nisley, Caitlin Rodman, Aaron Slack, and Danny Fisher. Danny Fisher, I think, was one of the fast finishers yesterday. Another fast time today.
Yes, Alex Leandri from Madison, Tennessee. She's coming in powerful, and she has a little smile on her face. Come on in. We got Jenna Gould, Brianna Blackwell, Arberly McLaughlin, Mallory Johnson, and Aiden Kalawaski.
And we've got an update on the women's race at the finish line. Shannon Farron looks to be currently your overall leader, 17.
You have
Garrett-
time. Never mind when you try and do them fast.
How about
Garrett Gravitt, Braden Sanders, Stephanie Clutton, Grace Kilpatrick, and Alicia Fabiani.
Emily Annis from Brooklyn, New York is in the house. Freya McKinley, the Woodlands, Texas. Good to see you again, Freya. And Kelly Leffler from Washington,
A
D.C.
DC girl.
DC is definitely representing on today. Laura Crower, Sam West, Amber Silver, Rachel DeLucia. I love it. Drew Petteritt, Megan Henry.
Emily Van Halbeck from Seattle. Kristen Doster, Green Bay, Wisconsin. Well done, Stacy Osmond, Naperville, Illinois. And a Massachusetts sandwich, Gretchen Swar.
I like that, a Massachusetts sandwich. I love it. Amy Delschmidt from Lawrenceville, Virginia, Chadora Roscoe, Alex McQuell, and Patricia Campbell.
Some updates from the overall race. Kurt Eggers for the males 65 to 69, first out of transition. And right now on the run course, it's a battle out of T1 between Brian Strupfer and Darren Leslie. They are separated out there out of T1. So we'll see what happens there. But right now, more finishers through the line like Jessica Warby from Pleasant Prairie, Sia Hayes, West Bloomfield Township, Leanne Otten from Memphis, Tennessee. And
Fast time for Zoe. She raced yesterday as well, I believe. Lizzie Merriman from Chicago. Lauren Thomas, another DC girl. Megan Henry. Jennifer Hodgkinson, Lexi Hutton, Caroline Irvin, Emily Contos, and Mary Angelo Lazada.
Zachary King Zach, Sally Doty, Paul Laura Losser from Miami, Florida, Melanie Blair from Little Rock, Arkansas. Oh yeah, they're coming in.
do we know if Ginger found her bike? All right, Ginger Reiner back racing. She's got something to prove. One of your multiple-time national champions that yesterday stopped to help a fellow athlete. Pretty amazing story there. So this would be tough, I would think, for Ginger to turn on the super sprint, but she's a great athlete. Caitlin Cooper coming through the line. Katie Johnson, Megan Brennan, Sydney Franklin, Lauren Bunch from Jenks. How about Julia Zielinski? Man, they're coming in fast. Avril Payne, Carly Alcorn, and Emily White will hit from Memphis.
Aaron Hughes, Peyton Green, Alexander Borchak Stroffer from Kansas City, Missouri. Taylor Martin is coming down to finish her shoot, as well as Laura Davison.
White-capped athletes. Here's the basic instruction for the swim today. The orange.
Andy Kirchhoff, Lucy Exton, Kristen McDormand from Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, Allison Icardi from Washington, D.C., as well as Abby Loltz, Julia Koch, Taylor Mutkin from Mechanicsville, Pennsylvania. It's the Smile for Me 4019. And that's Tara McMullen, Tara Mullen, Jessica Lanskick is coming through, Sandy Zong, Carissa Fry, Kelsey Koleg, Heidi Hedwood, Morgan Limback, Catherine Johnson is also coming down the chute, Josie Gregg, Meredith King all the way from Baltimore, Maryland, and Abby Schultz from Tallahassee, Florida.
Remington Schimmel, welcome to your finish line. Kirsten Schneider heading into the chute. Dana Hyde from Lincoln, Nebraska. Carla Park, Cody, Council Bluffs right across the way there. Lauren Wieglin from Pittsburgh, PA. How about Paulo Nicole Torres Roland? Chelsea Williams. Where's she from, Karen?
Murfreesboro, Tennessee.
Grace Lake, Illinois. We've had a few athletes from there. That's Kath.
Got a close race happening out on the 50 to 54 women's course. They're on the run, mile in. I think only 5 seconds or so separates the top couple people in that wave.
Welcome into the finish line, ladies. Flying down the chute. Keep coming. You're almost home. You're almost in. Keep giving them love. Come on, spectators. I know we're getting that perfect photo, but let's give it up for them.
We got Aaron Schneider, Junko Kudo, Stacy Mendez, Aaron Libby, Catherine Shrevers. Yes, that's a way to jump through the finish line. Johanna Howe, Mackenzie McLean.
Amy Hilton, McLean, Virginia. Sydney Bell from Gallatin, Tennessee. Way to go, Allison Chertak, Williamsville, New York. Ella Butterfield, Harmony, Pennsylvania. And Hannah Molashock, Westfield, New Jersey. Here's Annika Gilson with a sprint to the finish. Ellery Clayson, Grace Biggs, Cayman Barnes, Nicole Glom, Laura Marinaro, Kelsey Leaf, Catherine Lum, Rick Kozlowski from San Diego, age 70. Nice job. I think he's the first to cross the line by that age group.
I want to point out Freya McKinley came in not too long ago. She's moved into second overall, only 5 seconds behind Shannon Farron. So well done, Freya.
Absolutely. And it's going to always keep changing because anything is possible and anything can happen at any moment. Anything can change.
It's possible even if people started late, like missed their original wave, they might be letting people start. So just keep checking that app for updated results.
We got Hayen Thayer, Carly Freeman, Carissa Putt, Cassie Alif. Oh yeah, she's got that smile on her face. Come on.
Emily Eisenman from Cedar Falls, Celia Anzalone Bowers, Henderson, Tennessee, Hendersonville. Celia
Keep on coming, ladies.
Bowers.
Keep on pushing.
You swim between underneath the bridge, and then the yellow buoy on the other side, you're going to keep it to your right. Okay? You have to keep that yellow buoy on the other side to your right in order to do the accurate swim.
And Molly Wirt.
Mary Tree. Madeline Borders. We see you, friend.
Let's hear it for Kristen Grant, Columbia Heights.
Akari Signer. She's got a finish line to herself. Good morning, Akari. 1 hour ago, we started the racing.
But we got Milwaukee's own Ingrid LaForge.
Kurt Eggers coming in there from Henrietta, Georgia.
Andrea Sumner, Robin Schemmel, Amelia Menifee, Kurt Eggers. Kurt Eggers, 66 years old. That's going to be a fast time. In the 40, right under 40 minutes, I think. Megan Kerr from Northville, Michigan.
We missed him, but Kurt Haywood, who came through 55 to 59-year-old overall champion, it looks like, unofficially. And you were right, Karen. Kurt Eggers currently atop the standings, 65 to 69, but we'll have to see who comes in behind him.
Alexandria Cornell, Emily Oswald, Madeline Lowe, Emma Schmidjal, Audrey Braun, Marilyn Gutierrez, Julia Culver, Kendra Culler.
Rebecca Parker Sandy, Megan Fessler McCarthy from Lancaster, Pennsylvania in the
Look
building.
at Rebecca's finish with no shoes on. Maybe she didn't find her shoes there in transition, but
or maybe that was
impressive
calculated
resilience.
saving time in transition. Eleanor Hellman, Jade Warner.
Oh, we got some more finishers coming down. Dougie Ross, Nayan Shabrira, Nora Jenick Boulder, Kira Tucker, Alan Lesnar.
We had Luke Harnett as well, John Towert from Solana Beach, California. And here comes Robert Skaggs, another one of our top finishers from yesterday. See what kind of he put up a fast time as well. Under 34 minutes at age 56. That's going to be a very tough time to beat. Isabel Richards, Caitlin Sisler, Kira Isbell, Nicole Nutstadt, and Melissa Armstrong from Grafton, Wisconsin.
You're right, Karen. Robert Skaggs moves past Kurt Hayward to the top of the podium there currently.
And let's bring in, here comes Becky Page. She was the performance of the day yesterday. Every second's going to count. Get her across that line.
Incredible.
We had Amber Tucker from Oklahoma City, Walt Ryder.
And we got Diana Briggs coming down the finish line, Kimberly Nugent, Jonathan Rick, Andy Kelsey, and Aaron Speck.
Andy Kelsey, one of the top finishers from yesterday from Hopkinton, Mass. See how he did today. 34, just under, around 35 minutes. That'll be a fast time for his age group, age 55 to 59.
Now we got somebody coming in here lightning fast, and that's because their name is Sarah Lightner, We see you coming down the finish line shoot with Amy Green following her, as well as Samantha Damsetter. Yes, we are in here. We have Michael in the building. We have Karen Smyer and our friend Tim Young that'll be joining us shortly.
Yeah, I'm curious to know how many athletes are left to go in the water. Obviously, it's going pretty fast. But so, Karen, we were talking about strategy, and I don't know how much the athletes are able to adjust to that. But after we call in a few names here, Robert Skaggs clearly started a ways back. So I wonder if that's a strategy to pass everybody in the chute there. But Addison Lawson, Marissa Roster, Rebecca Marks, and Tom Kenman.
To be honest, it's possible that it was just hard to get down to the start and get into your
it's
proper
true.
wave.
It's true, too.
De La Maza, Doug Robinson, Heather Butcher, Nicole Devine, Sybil Rex, Becky Dunakey, Jill Elkenbacher from Minneapolis, Minnesota, Miriam Cole, Karen Wood, Hannah Doran from Dothan, Alabama, Addie Smith is in the building, Todd Schellenberger from Kissimmee, Florida, Juliana Snifford, Andrew Swanson, Nace Mullen, Taylor Robinson, Scott Corner, welcome to the finish line. John Mayer, Jenna Olston, Clint Dowd, Hannah Stirring. Oh, that's a finish right there. Who's it going to be? It's always really cool to see them as they're coming down to finish the shoot and they try to race with the person next to them.
So, like, all these guys would have started within about 3 minutes of each other. So, if he's got to yes, there's still somebody who could jump.
Emily Cordy is joining us here at the finish line. Rebecca Gilpatrick, as well as Jeremy Ori. Neil Simmons, all the way from Bear, Delaware. We see you representing Kinetic Multisport. Shannon Woodruff, Lorena Ann, Beverly Williams, John Ickig, Dwayne Amato, Angela Lirillari, John Wells from Springfield, Illinois. All the way from Beverly Hills, California. Coming to the stage is Georgiana Hayden. Robert Plant from Woodside, Georgia. Woodside, California, excuse me. Michael Pearson from Green Bay, Wisconsin.
Come on down. We're ready for you. All right, pink-capped athletes. Is this wave 16? Is that right? 17. Oh, we're ahead of. Yeah, that's a much better number. Thank you. You ready to go? All right. All right. The instructions are: the swim, either side of the orange buoy, either side. You must go between the red buoys underneath the bridge, and you must keep the yellow buoy on the other side of the bridge to your right. Everybody clear?
Semi-flat.
We had Louis Cafaro, Kelly Wire from Indianapolis, Thornton Weiler from Alameda, California, Larry Mays, Paul Braunschweiler from Omaha, Cherie Mohan from Vernon Hills, Kevin Mahoney, Bob Schaller, Mira Sundar, Christian Waterstraat, and Thomas Gessner from Grantham, New Hampshire.
Oh, yeah. Padria Meyer, Catherine Brangington, Kevin Elwood from Boxfield or Boxford.
Boxford, Massachusetts. You got it. Chris Froyworth from Granger, Indiana. Brent Logan, Indianapolis.
And Rachel Henslick from Washington, D.C.
Yeah, that's right. I like this. I get the Mass, you get the DC. It works out great. Robert Rosbach, Andrea Hirth, Chuck Graziano. Welcome, Chuck. Nice job. Pedro Becker, Tom Amundsen, Stephanie Silvillati, Matt Meehan from Allison Park, Pennsylvania.
How about Katie Tots from Loves Park, Illinois, and from San Diego, California, Don Lemersall. Welcome in, Don. Michelle Codwell,
Michael.
Chris Northrup, Lauren Flattery, Jeff Killinghofer from Geneva, Illinois. They're in the Fox River Valley. Charles Bickers, Corey Scrub, Haley Simmons from Middle River, Maryland. Michael Hendrickson from Rogersville, Missouri, and from
Set. Go. Ready?
Great race, you guys.
Go.
Eddie Johnson is coming in. We got Lucas Elder from Alexandria, Virginia. Sarah Sargent from Swanton, Ohio. Stacy Hess, Green Bay, Wisconsin. Malaya Desler, Danielle Arena, Michael Lorne, Donald Johnson, Holly Gordon, Fabio DeGallo.
Hey, Bob Babbitt. Welcome, Bob from Carlsbad. You know him well. Tom
the Bob
Schmidt.
Babbitt? Bob Babbitt, right?
The Bob Babbitt.
All right.
And David Stubbs from Culpeper, Virginia.
Go. Ready? Set. Go.
Yeah, right?
Yeah, I mean, at least she's smiling.
Next half. Come on down, guys. Come on down. Final instructions for swimmers. Yep, bring them on down. Mark, you ready for him? We're going to bring you on down. We're going to hold you right here at the edge. We're going to make this happen fairly quickly.
Karen Huston from Plymouth Mouth, Wisconsin. All the way from Midland, Georgia is John Barwick. Marcianne Jenkins from Denver, Colorado. Adrian Forbes from Grass Lake, Michigan. Jason Ross, Roswell, Georgia. From Bethesda, Maryland is Lisa Vetter. Welcome to your 2022 Toyota Age Group National Championship finish line.
Jason with his hands up as he crosses the line. More athletes coming through. Keep making noise for him. I know we're standing on the
Nice
side here.
sprints. Bobby Crawford and Mike McCade had a good sprint there. Dan Vining, Michael Warner, Brian Kirkpatrick from Dallas, Bridget Presley from Stockbridge, Georgia, Carlene Quackenbush from Monson, Corey Gallagher, Pulaski, Wisconsin, Terry Finnegan from Durham, New England.
And how about Daniel Kirk? Welcome in, Daniel. You know, Johnny Blaze, he's been gone. He's been away from us for almost a decade now. But He used to say, live more than your neighbors. And I think that every one of these athletes out here right now is identifying with that. They're exemplifying that. Live more than your neighbors. You guys did something awesome this morning. You took on something hard. Here's your finish line. It's right in front of you. You got this.
William Fernando Cummin came into the finish line from Davie, Florida. Denise Yoke from El Canyon, California. Dan Tucker from Marion, Iowa. And Christopher Vellanti from Whitehall, Maryland.
God, where did it just go? We had Ward King, Mark Rao, Gary Hayes, Amra Bader, Paul Shapiro, Ellen Gray, Scott Cadwalder from Colorado Springs, Jonathan Purvis from Indianapolis, Dave Levesque from Denver. David, go ahead, you go.
Brent Moody from Tallahassee, Florida. John Moyanthan, Stephanie Moyes, Andrew Rose, and Bridget Hefner. Oh, geez.
We almost got flooded in the tent here. No worries.
Oh, no.
Andrew Rose from Glen Allen, Bridget Hefner, Arthur Mayo, Laura Fate. Welcome, Bill Martin from Madison, Kevin Williamson, Tony D.R. Bakerly,
and
Larry
Larry
Nelson.
Nelson. How old is Mr. Larry Nelson coming down the chute? Inspiring us. Well done, Larry.
We have a Michael Kunz, 75 years old. Nice job. Tom Hummel, Joe Shitter. Skitter?
I can see why you had a hard time with that. Because you don't want to say the
Jake
wrong thing.
Boyer, Rock Springs, welcome into your finish line.
Is that Virginia Fitz coming down the finish line? Thomas, Dale Staley from Baltimore, Maryland, Jim Grace, Peter Lorraine, Michael Alcamo.
Andy Kramer from Haverford, Pennsylvania. Matthew McMillan, Alabama. Got Christopher Morgan from Colorado Springs. Carney Minasian. Jeffrey Williams. Stephanie Spiak from Portland. Scott Rejic from Appleton. Simon Lapierre from Longmont. Diana Z. Wenzel. Michelle Collins. And here comes Sean Kibrick.
I like saying this city, Boston Spa, New York. I wonder if it's very serene there. Chris McNally, you can tell us as you cross the finish line.
Spa sounds good about now. Robert Kabakoff, Brian King, Karen Cummins, age 60 from Newton, New Jersey. Not sure we've seen too many 60 to 60.
Ash Conklin from Sandy, Oregon. David Anderson, we see you all the way from Lake Forest, Illinois. Hamilton, New Jersey's Joe Bordery. Lake Anna, Virginia, Brad Curley. John Kengzer from Milwaukee, right here. Mark McDonough, Louise Summers, Dave Hancock, Jason Rather, Elizabeth Goldsmith, Don Gruber, Dayon Codwell, Alicia Codwell, Patrick Snyder, Laverne Peace, Michael Lavelle, Kenneth Fletcher Hacker.
Mark Megathlin from Seattle, Washington.
Ron Olson, Amy Rappaport. Here comes Michael Nicholas, Mark Henry from Champlain, Minnesota. Marnie Wellington, Chicago. This is your finish line, Marnie. Impressive effort, Brian.
Time. Everybody clear. All right, here we go. Athletes.
Shane Georgery from Westchester, Ohio. We were just there last week for Youth and Junior Nationals. What a great venue. What a great city. And here comes a big group of them. Chris Kopek, Mark Boehm, Glenn Shoup from Jamestown, Pavel Wazinski, Michael Duchek, Lisa Marquise, Ben Haight, Brian Meckling.
All right, we got Allison Sherwood, Laura Grandam, Morgan Haley, Darren Leslie, Paul Bratz, Morgan McDonald, Jeff Miller. Oh, yeah. The smiles are here. They're excited to be here at the finish line. Welcome to your 2022 Toyota Age Group National Championships. David McCormick, Nicholas Newman, Eric Hammond, Jurgen Silius.
Making the adjustments this morning and having to redline it the whole time. But here she is at the finish line from Tampa, Florida, Alexandria Sterling. Welcome in. James Wyatt from Austin, Texas.
Where they do everything bigger.
Yeah, that's a cool Milwaukee jersey you got there, repping the colors here. Here comes Dr. Tom from Marionette, Wisconsin, Stacy Creamer, New York, and Caleb Epplett, Chicago, Illinois.
All right. Stephen Hicks, Greensboro, North Carolina's own Karen Buxton. Good morning and welcome. We are here and ready to go. Jade Barden, Ryan Stokes, Bruce Ong, Raymond Eastwood, Kristen Koch, Raymond Murphy, Brian Buzzard, all the way from Flagstaff, Arizona. We got the Woodlands, Texas, represented right here by Sandra Stirrup, and Murfreesboro's own Chris Williams.
We have Ray Eastwood coming across. Here we go, Ray. Nice work. He was top in his age group yesterday, 80 to 84, I think.
All the way from Florida, we got Jared McCulley, Shaker Heights, Ohio, Nancy Leon, and all the way from Washington, D.C., Christina Parascandola. Steph Polar.
Oh, Steph Poplar, she could be the top in the 55 to 59. I was watching that race. That was a close one. Lauren Jensen should be coming through soon. Steph's time may hold up in that age group. Well done. Chad Land, Carl Heckerson, Kelly Rupelius from Shawnee, Kansas, Jerry Scher, Cleveland Heights, Roddy Muhammad, Kyrie Best. Here's Lauren Jensen McGinnis. Well done, Lauren.
And Michelle Armstrong, who finished. Pascal Butcher, Hendrik Van Resberg, Phil Reimer, Crystal Martin, Lee Swindle, and Joe Boudry.
Here comes Thomas Vomisek from Middletown, Gary Deeg, Jim Gorsling, Kathleen Crowley, and Karen Checker Pfeiffer, an old competitor of mine. Well done, Karen. Welcome back.
Kathy Walker from Pelham, Alabama. Susan Kemp, Baltimore, Maryland. Chase Scott from Alabama. Michelle Jones from...
McKeely Jones. She's actually standing right here on the finish line, so maybe somebody had her chip.
Maybe somebody had her chip. That did happen yesterday.
One of the most famous decorated triathletes. McKeely, welcome.
The funny thing is that your time may hold up really well.
KJ Winningham, Michael Gaffney from Vienna, Virginia, Van Sire, Lewisburg, PA, Kellen Schrift from Burlington, Wisconsin, and Jane Reich from Farmington, Connecticut.
Oh, yeah. Also from St. Louis, Missouri, Rushville, Ohio's own Brandon Litnicker. Tim McLoy, as well as the Villages, Florida, brings to you Dorothea Bauer. In beads, Janine Watts, Kerberg Grant, all the way from Louisville, Kentucky. Bob Boyles, he's here from Missouri. Tim Walkowitz from Williamsburg, Virginia. Aaron Marsh from Bayside, Wisconsin.
I just want to interrupt to mention that we missed coming across the line the great McKeely Jones, who put up a time of 36:59. Her chip was not quite registering correctly, so she's now been added to the results. And she came up with a fast 50 to 54 time, probably a time that might hold up in the overall. She is your former Ironman world champion, also a silver medalist in the Olympics. Incredible decorated
I just met her
resume.
for the
and
first
it's an
time. I've
honor to
never
have
met
her here.
McKeely Jones at all the races I've gone to, but yeah, what a legend. How about?
We also just had Leslie Nibb just finished, followed by Maria Steinbrock, Chris Hanna, Jeff Freeman, Jacob Captain.
Lori Maldonado, Franklin, Wisconsin. How about Benjamin Voss from Chandler, Arizona? This is like the first kind of lull in the day I feel like we've had, but with the finish line to herself, Tina Sampson. Welcome in, Tina. Tina. How about Kurt Vernon, Lexington, Kentucky, and from Westlake, Ohio, Neil Jenda.
Courtney Martin from Blacksburg, Virginia. Hey, it's Deb Saker from Amesbury, Mass. Well done, Deb. Bobby Gonzalez, El Paso, Texas. Roy Bishop from Milwaukee. Let's hear it for the local. Ryan Siebert, the Colony, Texas. And David Whitegreif from Diggs, Idaho.
We are officially 1 hour and 29 minutes into this race. And I tell you, we have some fierce competition coming in. Andrew Manny just finished. John Ryan, David Whitgraff. 60-year-old Kathy Cecils is on her way in to the finish line. Dottie Burgess, followed by Stacy McKinnon.
All right, instructions for the swim. I'm going to get both groups at one time here. This is going to be orange buoys on either side. Orange buoy on either side. Everybody knows that this is the guide buoy. I've said it maybe 18 times. The red buoys, you're swimming between underneath the bridge. On the other side, you have a yellow buoy. You're going to keep it.
Kimmy Armour, Auburn, Illinois. Elliot Fang, Carol Pierce from Boston, Mass. Well done, Carol. Team Psycho. Daniel Shaber, Jennifer Ardolini, Joe Dagger, Richard Beichler, Tracy Herzer, Michelle Jones, as opposed to McKeely Jones.
I love seeing all these Milwaukee people racing today. We got Cheryl Leonard Snick from Milwaukee, Wisconsin, right here. Robert Schultz, Renee Rudds from Michigan.
Karen Laszlo from Michigan as well. BZ Churchman, Angela Sproul, Joshua Sroka from Salt Lake City.
Joseph Russo from Engine, Illinois. Karen Wichakowski, Jim Mott, Doug Morris, Dave Fury, Don Labosi, Nicholas Cannon, Keith Tuff, and Craig Peterson, all the way from Minneapolis, Tennessee. But we got a Crystal Pomeroy.
All right. Man, there's a fury of athletes coming down the chute. They fly once they hit this downhill. Come on in. Keep pushing.
Brian Storhog, Raymond Campo.
Gold capped athletes, you're aware of what we're doing, right? Are you set? You ready? You excited? Okay, we're going to bring you down. Last minute instructions.
Regina Brown from Lake Barrington, Illinois. Doug Shatuk from Bristol, Rhode Island. Gerald Chester from Phoenix, Arizona. And David Silvis from Oakland Park, Illinois.
All right, I'll let you take a breath. And I'll announce John Scruggs from Warrenton, Wade Grow, Jose Ramirez, Abdul Muhammad, Jerry Coleman, Joseph Lee, Andrew Palowich, Valerie Myers, Michael Chesno, MJ Terabine, Trisha Slater from Kalamazoo, Austin Touch from Green Bay, Miguel Berg, Beverly Goldberg, Len Schuster, Catherine Curry, and Joel Van.
From Annandale, Minnesota, we have Jeff Gilmore. Dubois, Pennsylvania is Kim Beagle. And she's 60 years young. We see you, my friend. We have Melin Gunnenberg from Highland Park, Illinois. Oh, so this is that age group that is finishing all together. We have Christopher Lamont from Fayetteville, North Carolina. Crystal Herlocker from Morgan Grove, Illinois. Edward Black, Laura Piper, Kim Clark, Joshua Wessingberg, all the way from Colorado Springs, Colorado.
Welcome Lisa Grubel from Bismarck, North Dakota. Kevin Box from Tampa, Florida. Adam Mangianello from Riverside, Illinois. James Borchardt from Franksville, Wisconsin. Mike Thutch from Chicago. Julie Barton, Madison, Wisconsin. Lisa Hughes, Reston, Virginia. Rebecca Jackson from Knoxville. Michelle McClenahan, Ryan Taylor, Kevin Rupp.
And from Tampa, Florida is Lucy Money Munnin.
We're going to keep an eye out on the final age group we're waiting for on the men's side, the men 50 to 54. Any moment now, we expect to see our first finishers there.
Also still waiting for the women 65 to 69 should be coming through. Troy McLeod, Richard Heller, Taylor Klein, Stephen Wade, Greg Stewart, Derek Ocho, Ted Hibben. Well done, Ted Hibben from Barnstable, Mass. Team Psycho. Donna Zimmerman, Hackensack, New Jersey, and Mike McIntyre from Chicago.
From Kenosha, Wisconsin, it's Todd Curdy. Welcome in. Jared Howell, Joshua Thompson from O'Fallon, Illinois. From Grand Rapids, Michigan, it's John Ellenboss, Carl Twerkler, Ken Emery, David Gallinger from Milton, Florida. From Bloomington, Illinois, William Deloria. Hardy Frey from Oak Creek. From Akron, Indiana, it's Kirk Robinson. Thomas Haller is into the finish line shoot. And from Georgetown, Kentucky, Steve Stevens.
And all the way 80 years old from Philadelphia, Pennsylvania is Robert Levy. 80 years old. We got John Dominic from Gaithersburg, Maryland. Todd Lee from Key West, Florida. Joanne Pascal from Wisconsin.
Dave Stecker, Jay Hamilton, and from my hometown, Cedar Rapids, Iowa, this is Tammy Fiala. Jennifer Pearson in the shoot. Steve Stoltz in the shoot. Brian Stanfield, Carrie Gifford, Stephanie Felber from Elgin, Illinois. From Lancaster, PA, it's Dave Simmons.
Jacob Christensen, Mark France, Dylan Sweeney, William Baker from Winona, Mike Savage, Geneva, Illinois, Jeffrey Krebs from San Diego. Nice job. Robert Stalker.
Great smile. I believe that was Crystal Kyle that came through with that big smile. Eric Long from Parker, Colorado. Jerry Welch from Louisville. Kathleen Kelly. Stacy Rhea from Cleveland, Ohio.
Trent Moeller from Dubuque. Let's hear it, guys. We got some fast finishers. Trent Moeller, Richard Weil, Abe Goldberg. Pennsylvania, Virginia. I like that. Debbie Kleinbell from Humble, Texas.
Ooh, I like the flex coming through the line. Jacqueline Garris, Saline, Michigan. From Liberty Township, Ohio, it's Andrew Bendel. How about Andrea Walker into the finish line? Joe Lee, welcome. Nick Hayden from Green Bay, Wisconsin. And this is Barb Bullens. Teresa Paulus, Franklin, Wisconsin. Man, we've got a lot of Wisconsin. It was the most represented field yesterday. I wouldn't be surprised if it's the same today. Justin Tyler, though, making the journey from Kentucky. Welcome in, Justin.
And from Downers Grove, Illinois.
The march of the USAT official towards the timing tent. It's a scary sight. Thank you for your work out there, guys, keeping everyone safe, enforcing the rules. James Shad, Austin, Texas.
We've got Donna Smyers, Adam and Vermont coming through the line. Well done, Donna. See if her time holds up.
Smiling. Michael Berry, Debbie Kenya.
And I know Sharon Johnson for Andover, Mass. is going to be very close to Donna. Well done. Sharon's a former national champion. See how time held up today. That's the 65 to 69 women's age group. Andrew Rohrbacher from Dallas. Maureen Deschode from Lake Villa, Illinois. Michael Cottle from Naples, Florida. Kevin Arciniega from Indianapolis. Stacy Rotman from Chicago. Laura Silva, Tucson, Arizona.
She's about. Yeah, she's happy to be here. Andy Prosser, Overland Park, Julie Emery, Menominee Falls, welcome in. And from Coronado, California, all the way in, Perry Falk, Melinda Fry, Saratoga Springs. John Heischberg, Kenosha, Joanne Collins, Robert Lopez, Sheila Kaczynski, and Felicia Hager.
Susan Griffin Kaklickian, that sounds better. Colorado Springs, well done. John Noble, Bethesda, Maryland.
85 years old, John Noble. Welcome him in. Woo-hoo. Born in 1936. Wow.
Yeah, yesterday we did not have anyone in the 85 to 89. Great
No.
to see those older age groups continuing on.
From a start line, he wasn't wearing goggles. And I said, "Oh, did your goggles break?" And he said, "No, I just don't wear goggles. I never have. They were invented after I started swimming." It's like, wow, that's a reason.
To be honest, they were invented after I started swimming as well. So
Really?
I didn't wear them when I was a little kid. They kind of came about after. I mean, maybe they were invented, but they weren't common.
They weren't common. Yep. We looked it up, actually. They were invented by the Persians. They used to polish tortoise shells.
Interesting.
But anyways, back to the action.
All right, that was Caroline Garner, Ashley Kerr, Mike Nabb from Albuquerque, Zebulon Peak from Emporia, Kansas. Checking in on that 65 to 69, does look like Sharon Johnson had the faster time over Donna Smyers, defending her title from last year, I believe.
One of the most underappreciated men in the finish line right now, literally squeegeeing it clean for our athletes as they come through. What a guy.
That was Bobby Teachout and William Kennedy from Washington, D.C. Let's hear it for Annette Giuliani, Garrett Gile, Honolulu, Lori Elliott, Daytona Beach, Florida, Ann Sims from Woodfin, North Carolina, and from Munster, Indiana, it's Barbara Pakin. And Carol Brown from Glenview, Illinois, a very decorated athlete in many sports, Olympian in rowing, I believe. Fantastic job, Carol. Suzanne Mailer Brown, Cambridge, Tennessee. Michael Palmer, Hudson, Ohio. And here comes Kirsten Sass, one of the best performances from yesterday, 40 to 44 age group. Let's see if her time holds up today. She is from Mackenzie, Tennessee.
I thought you were talking about Karen Sass, who's coming down that finish line with all that sass and just did great even yesterday. We got Susan Keplin Michaels from Auburn, New York. Denise Honeycutt, she's sweet from Nashville, Tennessee. Ashawan Balaburamanan from Columbus, Ohio. Nancy Gunner from Sperry, Oklahoma. And Christopher Zabato from Phoenix, Arizona. Now, Robert Shook, he is shaking up things coming all the way from Greenfield, Wisconsin. And Kelly Rich bringing in that money from St. Joseph, Minnesota.
You are on a roll with these names. Tove Shear, Cleveland Heights, Ohio. Randy Bax got your back, Superior, Wisconsin.
I love it, Karen.
Joan Lauber from Franklin, Wisconsin. Nice job. And we've got Kevin Guico from Kansas City. Randy Marquardt from Kansas City. And go ahead.
And from Leesburg, Virginia, Michelle Christie. This is the perfect song as we bring in some more athletes. We're just changing it up for you, getting it all pumped up. This is where it comes in. We got Pam Stevens from Sartall, Minnesota. Missy Lestrange from
Missy Lestrange, our champion from yesterday in the 70 to 74. She's doing the double. Let's see if she can do it. Bring it in, Missy. Valerie Rossi from Albuquerque. Martha Whitaker from Paris, Illinois. Mary Hubbs Muskego. John Kerr, Northfield, Michigan. Andrew Miller, our local from Milwaukee. Let's hear it. Kimberly Peterson from Lexington, Kentucky. And Laura McDonald from LA.
Is that Mary Escobedo from Round Lake, Illinois? Diane Ragley from Highland Park, Illinois. Brooke Flesher coming in strong from Columbus, Ohio. We got Joe Gall, 62 years young from New Lenox, Illinois. Martine Bout, Emily Soul Johnson, Todd Ricketts, and Kathy Coley from Manchester, Connecticut.
Well done, Kathy Kohler.
Oh, yeah, from Brooklyn, New York, we got Anna Carlson. From Denver, Colorado, Mary Lindamore. Jasmine Ascostas from Miami Beach, Florida. From Pocahontas, Iowa, we have Shaylin DeYoung. Jen Swaggerin from Plantsville, Wisconsin. And Lawrence Harold from Chicago, Illinois.
All right, Matt Ryan, Dunlap, Illinois. And Bruce Pickering from Carmel, Indiana. Brett Bagley, Lisa Dignazio, Christian Monsanto, and Lisa Thomas from Houston, Texas.
Lisa Thomas.
We love Lisa. She's red, white, and blue. All you, Houston, Texas.
She raced yesterday and today. We love that double.
She did the double. Yep. Candy Olson, podium yesterday. She should be podium again today. She understands this high-paced, high-speed distance as well. Nicholas McFarland, Fran Trees, Greg Chiganas, Julianne Noonan, Megan Schaefer. Nice job, folks. This is much different look on the faces of athletes now than it was yesterday. Pretty nice conditions, as we know. But, man, we did not see this. Was not expected. It was supposed to be rain and cats and dogs all day long. We studied, analyzed, assessed all this over an extended period of time. We're so happy, though, it did turn out for us, are we not? Helen Gunther, Dan Hathorn, Sarah Mercer, Missy Roulette, Gilbert, Arizona. Mary Stooner, Vestaburg, Michigan. Lindsay Stewart, Palo Alto, California. Brenda Schweitzer, Manlius, New York. Michael McGuire, Andrew Haas. Nice job. Diane Sampson, Chandler Carranza. Caitlin McNeil, nice job. Roger Morris, Michael Carrow out of Rochester, Minnesota. Katie Trutkin, Knoxville, Iowa. Kevin Ferguson, Chicago, Illinois. We got a lot of bodies come across. We've been hitting the line for a long time. I know you guys been here. First times, fastest times, looking at what? I haven't looked at my app yet, my USA Triathlon Events app.
So
But if I did, I'd be looking at about 34-minute races.
Right now, the overall fastest female time is still 34:06, which is put up by Shannon Farron in the 20 to 24 age group. So it is true, those younger folks are the ones to beat today in this super sprint format. Men.
Wow, most of the age groups are in the house, huh? Matthew Ginter is going to get another title, overall title. What a weekend for that young man.
29:29, fastest male time from Matthew so far.
We got a couple people in the chute right now that probably need
Wow.
a little love coming down. Come on. Look at them gritting it out. Come on, give her some love.
Todd Buckingham.
Buckingham champion.
Yep.
No shock there, right?
Yeah.
That's Cindy Paul from Chicago. Finishing it out strong, gritting it out. Nice job, Cindy.
Michelle Jones from Birmingham, Alabama finished right here. We got Miriam Heiser, Diana Diaz de Leon, Sheila Cotter, Lindsay Farrell, Susan Steele, Tony Benzenkoffer, Joel Athaway, and Amy Laundrie from Portland, Maine.
You know what's crazy is when we're looking at the numbers, we had 2,750 athletes in the sprint race, and we were going to put that into about a 5-hour window. Now we've condensed it to a 2.5-hour window. So you guys have been busy here at the finish line.
Yeah, they are full on. It is. There's been a lot of them for sure. But also, hats off to these athletes for making the adjustments to go from that 5-hour window to a 2.5-hour window. I know that we talked about it a lot at the start, but these athletes making those adjustments, and you can hear it. Literally, you can hear how hard they're working as they come in, just breathing so heavy, gasping for air. When we say redlining, that's what we mean, quite literally.
Oh my gosh.
Like it's really good.
Yeah.
Like fresh.
They're gonna be here soon.
Yeah, that's true.
There are
Heading up-
only a few age groups left to cross the line, for the national championship. We're still waiting on the female 45 to 49. There's a fast race going out there. Top few are very close. The women 75 to 79, 80 to 84, and 85 plus have yet to come in.
Speaking of 85, there's an 85-year-old in the chute right now.
Robert
1936.
Uri.
Oh,
Let's
he
hear
hit a
it.
bird on the bike. Oh, man. It stuck in his hat. Did you notice that?
It's really close. Here comes one of those divisions you were talking about, Karen. Look at how close it is.
Oh, wow. No doubt, right? Oh, it is going to be tight. Oh, the grimace on the face. The look over the shoulder.
We had Ruth King, 71 years old, from Ambler, Pennsylvania. Jess Cohn, Ann King, Pam
Oh,
Grzybowski, and John J.
Bobby Greenberg came through the line there. She's going to be close to the top of that 75 to 79-year-old female, two-time Ironman champion for her age. We'll see where she stacks up.
David Morrow from Florida. He should have been in your conversation in that 70-plus category. He's a pilot. It was an airline pilot.
So
Luis
he was flying
Garcia.
out there? Is that what you're saying?
Keith Worthington, Christina Evans, Jeffrey Zwitt from Chicago.
Is that Sally Edwards? Sally Edwards, Medford, Oregon. Is that the Sally Edwards? Former Ironman top 10? Yes, Sally. Way to go, Sally. Welcome. A legend. Hall of Fame. Catherine Beal, Philip Friedman, Debbie Nutting, Kathleen Berkson, Sue Lockhart, Mary Jean Starr, Jennifer Irwin, Lorraine Green, Aaron Schneider all across the line. Michael White from Manhattan, Kansas. Michael Crissel from Clarksville, Tennessee. Viana Zimbel from South Glastonbury, Connecticut.
And Wayne Smith from Manassas Park, Virginia. I think he raced yesterday as well. We got Roman Krzyzewski from Plymouth Mount, Michigan. Jennifer Bain from Christopher Bain from Chicago. Jennifer Thorpe from right here in Milwaukee. Corianne. They're coming in so fast. Christina, Michelle, Evan McLean, Brian Stevens, Trevor Cullen. How's it going out there? What is it looking like out there on the field, Michael?
I mean, there's a lot of athletes, but there's also a lot of spectators. Come on, spectators. Let's give them some love as they come in. Remember, you're welcome to just beat on these things. Make some noise, a nice little bass tone there.
Nick Yurton and Dan Huber coming through. Todd Youngling, Jade Dantone, and Leslie DeGran for a grand finish.
Oh, yeah. I love it, Karen. We got Emily Lamb because she's so ginger from Louisville, Kentucky. We got Megan Webster. We got Kevin Harris and Brazier. Dan Moriarty, Nadine Woodley, Mark Dangslow from Edmond, Oklahoma. And then Laura Shuttles as she's coming through this finish line, shoot from Edmond, Oklahoma.
Annabelle Howard, Sugarland, Texas. Sweet. Stephanie Gardner, Indianapolis. Kathleen Briggs from Haymarket, Virginia. Kim Darr from Chicago. Gaston White, Black Lick, Ohio.
Annabelle Howard was celebrating her way through the line. All right, keep giving the love to them. That is not a smile. It's a grip. Oh, it's a smile. It's a smile.
It looks like we got Mary Henson from Lexington, Sarah Thornton from Washington, D.C., Kevin Freehart from Springfield, Tennessee, Carol White from Manhattan, Kansas, Brent Wiltshire from Stonington, Kentucky, Stephanie Cutter from Evanston, Illinois, David Berry from Washington, PA.
No, I lost it. Mindy Powell from Slater, Iowa. Robin Cartwright. Shit. Rebecca. Guillermo Bez. Charlene Wilhelm. Tatiana Tarasova. Kevin Burcham. Colin Duffett. Ruth Hamilton from McLean, Virginia. And Sharon Horwitz from Elmhurst, Illinois.
Ruth Hamilton. She's been around the block a few times, doing a lot of traveled world teams. Great to see Ruth sporting the old deck that we used to have. Nice job, Ruth, from New York. Lawrence, Kansas. You guys ever been to Lawrence, Kansas? It is an
Can't say that I
amazing
have.
college town. University of Kansas.
I have not been there yet.
Yeah, it's awesome. Right out of Kansas City, about a half hour. Karen Rowe, Thomas Stroup, Great Falls, Virginia, a CEO. Susie Meek, one of the best fundraisers for Division III in Virginia. She's amazing. Susan Haig, you know her, ex-board member of USA Triathlon, the dancing queen, as we call her.
My
There's
dance
Susie
partner.
right there.
My dance partner is in the shoot.
Jason Henry. Oh, she actually did. Jacqueline McCook.
It's all about the lean in at the end.
Jacqueline McCook started our foundation as its president and then went on to be the president of our board of directors. So two familiar names. They were both on the board at the same time. How about that? And they just duked it out for the big finish.
Yeah, that's the first time I haven't seen her taking her time dancing in the chute. She must have had a little competitive spirit going there at the end.
Yeah, a little competitive burn there. Spider John Silry coming across a few minutes ago as well.
Any minute, I'm expecting to see that 45 to 49 female, one of the few age groups we have left to crown a national champion.
John Livingston, John Casamatis, Hillsborough, New Jersey. He was a podium finisher yesterday.
Hey, here she comes, Team Psycho.
It's Ginger Reiner charging for the line. We do not know if she's going to have the win. We've got to check the times of the people behind her. Great job, Ginger. She had a tough day yesterday, was involved in a crash, waited for medical to make sure the girl that had fallen was okay, and then went on to finish the race, but after a half an hour on the sideline. So good for her to get a good race in today.
Mark Etchison, Glenn Humphrey works for IOA, our insurance broker. Mark Etchison has a son also races at a high-level race for Queens as a collegiate club athlete. Catherine Posner, Team USA. David Gauthier. Connie Osborne, Fairfax, Virginia. That's a little bit of your backyard there, girl.
It is. Representing from the DMV.
Kevin Trock. Long time no see, my friend. Great to see you, Kevin Trock. We worked with Kevin Trock a long time ago. David Reback, North Palm Beach. He's got 17 kids, by the way.
17. Oh, my
That's
God.
crazy. 17.
One of the
Wow.
famous Rebacks, Laura's
Yep.
family.
John Weber. Not the John Weber from New York, the John Weber from...
Key Biscayne.
There we go. Stephen Dominic, Breckenridge, Colorado. You ever skied in Breckenridge before, you guys? Unbelievable high country skiing. He lives right in the heaven of Colorado.
A big smile on her face, Miss Samuels, as she comes down the line. Let's give her some love. Let's give her some love. Come on, I'm serious. Welcome her in.
That's Loretta Samuels. We know Loretta, Team USA veteran.
And Jess Holmes from Natick coming across the line. She was your champion yesterday in the 45 to 49. Doing well again today. Let's see how that time holds up. Tara Powley from East Pennsylvania. Ed Patton, Bowden Kaminsky, James Lindholm, Erica Proano, and Carlos Rojas from Durham, North Carolina.
We got Ted Shue from Glendale, Wisconsin. Patrick Lang from Chicago, Illinois.
You know, you talked about it a little bit earlier. We talk about the top performances of the day. You told me about Ginger's story yesterday. 7-time national champion. I think she did the right thing, and she knows she did the right thing, but she chose to wait with the athlete she was hit, giving up her chances to go for number 8 yesterday. We'll see how she ranks overall today, but my performance of the day yesterday, I think that is so cool. It's so telling of the sport that we have. Lots of athletes coming through the line, though, right now.
We just had Raymond Lake finish from Washington, D.C. He raced yesterday. One of the Team USA team members. We got Scott Colby, Dan McDurn, John Collins, Joseph Talley, Richard Parsons that we just got to welcome in to your 2022 age group national championships right here in Milwaukee, Wisconsin. What a beautiful day it's turned out to be.
Yeah, this is amazing turn of events, huh? Who
Yeah,
would have
and
guessed that it would be this nice out? It's perfect racing weather right now.
Perfect racing weather. It's not about how it starts, it's always how it finishes. And right now it's looking pretty darn good.
Nice sprint to the finish there. Ted Boone, Brian Bear. We've got Christina Holden. Sorry, Michael, go ahead.
I'm sorry. I thought you were done. No, I just wanted to point out Meg Clark had a great cheering section. She just came through. First time finisher here at the age group national. So welcome, Meg Clark. Made the trip from Vermont. Go ahead. Sorry.
And Carol Cram from Seattle, Washington. We saw her representing Team USA. Amy Houston, Jason Rowell, Madeline Deese, Judith Powell, Michael Pollock from Racine, Wisconsin, where they have the best Kringles. Courtney Brand from Bert Metathy, Mary Peebles, Dan Pesowski, Stephen Gunter.
Oh, Steven's happy to hear his name in the finish line. Shoot, welcome in, Steven.
Welcome, Stephen.
Michelle Trujillo-Vet from Loveland, Colorado. Gina Estep from Renton, Washington. Doug Usher, Upton, Mass. Gotta love those Mass. Well done, Doug. Kevin Breitzman from Germantown, Wisconsin. And Rick Polk from Hubbard, Iowa.
I've talked to a few athletes in the finish line chute that have finished up. They said this is so much harder than just doing a sprint triathlon. And I believe it. They have to push so much harder. So even though it's shorter, redlining the whole time. More athletes through.
Jill Hamilton, Gary Watts, Andrew Mees, Greg Swenson, Hugo Lepore, Alan Sharp, Melanie Diamante,
Janet Satara Thomas, representing the 55 age group. Ruth Fisher from Vancouver, Washington. Lisa Campbell from Sumico, Wisconsin. And we see all the way from Los Angeles, California is Charlie Cook. From San Francisco, California, we have Charles Vance Cole. John Graham from Freeburg, Illinois. Glenn Renaud from Paul Harbor, Florida, where it's so beautiful there. Thank you for bringing some of this sunshine here. We got Melissa Early from Marietta, Georgia. Eric Bogus from Vienna, Virginia. John Peterson from Liberty Township, Ohio. And Jennifer Zimmer from Zionsville, Indiana.
So keep your eyes peeled for the only age groups we have yet to see a finisher from are the female 80 to 84 and the 85 plus, and they are not far from the finish line. So keep your eyes open. We'll cheer them in. Meanwhile, we got Nicholas Flaxton, Joan Chrysostamo, Monica Emmerich, Gary Presican, and here comes Michelle Hopkins, Pamela Davenport, Meredith Jones, Maureen Cotter, Thomas Kunick, Patrick McGuire. Good job to Sebastian DeJong, Adrian O'Day, Stephen Sutherland from San Diego, and from Lombard, Illinois, Cheryl Kindle. From Chicago, Amelia Drozda.
We've gotten a lot of compliments down here in the chute on the organization of changing things on a dime. So hats off to everyone who did that this morning and last night. Coming up with all those communication plans, making sure that everything can go off this morning. So well done. More athletes into the chute. Welcome in, guys. Keep pushing.
Ken Sorensen, Kevin Tucker, Orlando Diaz, and Scott Kern coming to the finish.
Because they are ready and they know it. Sean Scholar from Cedar Grove, Wisconsin. Mary Snyder from Sussex, Wisconsin. Mary Sosek, Isabel Lundberg, Ryan Koskin, Barbara Costner from Lakewood, Colorado. It seems like they came here to party. They came here to finish. They're excited. Susan Tulsi, Shanley Munsong from Aurora, Illinois. Olga Starkova from Winfield, Illinois. Shannon Munsong. We got Dan Hossamek coming down the finish line from my favorite place, Racine, Wisconsin.
Running it across the line. Amazing to think that we only started this race 2 hours and 10 minutes ago.
Right. But you know what I hear? Like, because they had to change, this is now a super sprint for us too, and we're almost all the way through the race.
We're all pushing hard. Mr. Gates, welcome to your finish line, sir.
Derry Gates is coming to the finish line. We're welcoming him from Alto, Michigan. Jennifer Cartvat from Medford. James Briggs Jr. Masumi Yonayama from Brookville, Colorado. Danny McClinney and John Bennock.
Got Cheryl McDonald Pugh from Loveland, Colorado.
I got too much energy. I need to slow. See, this is where I get it. It's time to go.
Melinda Lawson, Crabtree, Paul Malik, Daniel Catalano, Jason West, Anna Jacobs and Jay Zerbal.
Is that Clyde Hollister from Brookfield, Wisconsin, Rebecca Zagrota from Minneapolis, Minnesota, Marie Johnston from Crozet, Virginia, and all the way from Lafayette, Louisiana is Joshua Croppo. We got Miss Flores here. Welcome to the finish line, Jessica Flores from Powwow, California.
Turn down for what? Nicole McNeil from Rotterdam Junction, New York. What's up? Welcome into your finish line. I had a guy say to me earlier, my wife is at home watching the live stream, and you said Isaac, and then you gave up on the last name, and she said, that must be my boy. So just know, if you're watching us live stream or if you're here, we're trying our absolute hardest with all these names. We're doing our best.
Sometimes the name disappears from our screen
That's
before
true
we can
too.
get it out because
And
you're coming
sometimes
so
we just
fast.
fail on butchering a name.
Speaking of Butcher, Pascal Butcher just finished not too long ago. Nice timing on that finish.
Oh, yeah. We get to welcome in Joanne Rossi from Richmond, Virginia, Pete Dutledge from Waterford, Ohio, Dina Beatty, Stephanie Hanneram, Jenny Cross. They're saying turn down for what? They're turning up as they come into their 2022 Toyota Age Group National Championship finish line. Nicole Cartier from Illinois.
Amy Inglis, Arlington Heights, Illinois, and Tanny Simpson. Jennifer Hubbard, Rex Anderson from Phoenix, Larry Dillon from Amarillo, Texas, from Louisville, Kentucky, it's Cooper Marshall.
Do we have it?
We had Joanna Jennings, Laura Kerner, Jennifer Villegas, and Krista Zado from Los Altos, California. Still awaiting that 80 to 84 division for the females. And the 85 plus as well. We've got entrants in that division. Yesterday, there was no one over 85. Today, we've got some brave older athletes finishing today. Nice finish from Michelle Stawaz and Christine Locke. Marie Peasley, Nicole Wozniak, Pat Schaefer, Courtney Myatt, Ann Pertiel.
This is today's. M. Gunter, T. Buckingham, and Daniel Moore. And this was yesterday. So the only difference is D. Reynolds.
Yeah, that's for the overall.
That's the overall. Unofficial. I don't know if you want to mention.
We could do that. Let me get to the fence so I can read it correctly.
Oh, yeah, this is the best day of some people's lives today. Why? Because they're finishing right here at the 2022 Age Group National Championships. We got Kelly Malovini that we're welcoming into the finish line, June Black, Nikki Seltzer, Nicole Crumry, Lori Straggins, and June Black. Did we mention that she's 81 years young?
This is our first finisher. We've been waiting for that 80 to 4. Good job, June.
Good. Congratulations, June, again. Amber Miller, Kimberly Mather, Jamin Garrett, Julia Lunt Farley, Jamira Hopkins, Damon Hancock, Brian Turner, William Swan from Gainesville, Georgia.
Miss Shonda was pointing out yesterday's fastest finisher was Matt Gunter, followed by Todd Buckingham. Same top two today. Matt Gunter is the fastest time unofficially at 29:29, with Todd Buckingham second fastest overall for the men, 30:30. Well done to those two, both doing the double. They can do it all, Olympic and super sprint.
Right. And we were saying earlier how we were thinking that it would be younger, the youth that would be in the top overall. But today we saw that the top two finishers yesterday were the ones today. And that just goes to show you that anything can happen. But they dug deep and they were able to pack it out and come in first and second unofficially as of right now.
And June Black has put up the fastest time in that 80:84 so far. An hour 8 for her. Fantastic.
Emmett Laboon, all the way from Columbia, Maryland, is coming into the finish line. We got Sarah Mahutti from Milwaukee, Wisconsin. Molly Mansion from St. Louis Park, Minnesota. Jacqueline Showell, Ryan LaCour, welcome to your finish line.
We've got a couple of locals here. Ryan Lancourt from Milwaukee and Jesse Johnson from Milwaukee, and another Milwaukee finisher, Charles Skinner.
Geez, three Milwaukee is walking to a finish line. Here we go. In the finish line shoot, Ella Isaacson, St. Paul, Minnesota. How about Kathy Schultz? Welcome home, Kathy. Tammy Defoe from Farmington Hills, Michigan.
We got a Situate, Mass. Darcy Fahey. No one wanted to say Situate.
Yep, I bailed. Dana Harrison. Rosa Gomez from Brown Deer, Wisconsin. Kurt Burbanius from Milwaukee. Saginaw in the house. Jeff O'Hare. Tammy Dotson.
Tammy Dotson, we see you, but we also see all of the spectators over there dancing and all the finishers dancing. Who's going to dance into the finish line next? Is it Sophie Tasker? Edwin Catini? Is it Juliana Wuda? Christina Pachuta? That was kind of cool.
Christina's got
Wuda
a great
and Christine
smile.
Pachuta.
Hey, we got a finish line to ourselves here. Let's give her some love as she comes down. Let's get a smile. Here we go, 67-10. Who am I looking at, Mashana?
Oh, yeah, her name is Andrea McCarter from Duluth, Georgia.
Oh, Duluth, Georgia. You threw me off there. All right.
Victor Band from Brookfield, Wisconsin.
Victor,
And
welcome in. Go ahead.
this is Brian Shanahan from Cleveland, Ohio.
Colorado Buffs tri-team suit in the finish line shoot.
Oh, is this Susie Lee and Veronica Vassini? I love that finish. Welcome into the shoot, Robert McNew and Marilyn Caruso.
What division is Caroline Caruso in?
She's also in the 80,
Wow.
79 to 80.
Well done, Marilyn. Fort Worth, Texas, 80 years old.
Woo.
So the 85 to 89-year-old we're waiting on is Sheila Isaacs. She's through the 1 mile mark of the run, so she's close. Let me know when you see her.
Isn't that amazing to say through the 1 mile mark and almost to the finish line? These super sprints are awesome.
Is this Mr. David Popper himself from Fond du Lac, Wisconsin? Quentin Ball from Greenwich, Connecticut.
Here we go. Another one into the finish line. Shoot. Welcome in.
Heather Ferguson, Lexington, Kentucky.
Oh, and look at this finish. She's dancing her way down. She's doing the airplane. She's giving the love. Give it right back.
Way to go, Jennifer Wallach. and Elaine House.
Come on, Elaine. Come on, Elaine. Oh, that's on the live stream. Sorry about that.
Close. You got this, Elaine. Bring it on in. She's from Wisconsin.
Elaine House, 72 years young. And then we have Miss Chevette Marshall.
I like Chevette's style there. She let Elaine have her moment, backed off, and made sure that she also got a great finish line shot. That's good work.
We've got an Andover, Mass finisher. It's Andrew Cummings. Tri Fury. From Fort Wayne, Indiana, it's Melinda Cruz.
Oh, and her speed picked up when she heard her name. She's cruising for that finish line. Let's go, Melinda.
Great smile.
But you know what? Her name is Melinda Cruz. That's why she was able to cruise to that finish line. And then John Hennon and Michelle Leffinger, Lucy Negrete from Chicago, Illinois. She's coming down to you, Michael.
Lucy, the crowd loves her. Come on, Lucy.
Oh,
go ahead.
I was just going to tell you that Laura Barco was coming to you, as well as Corey Ann Martin.
Corey Ann is blowing kisses to the crowd. She's kissing babies. She's like the mayor.
Kissing babies and shaking hands. But then we got Matthew Score that just came into the finish line. And then Laura Young, who's coming right past you.
Welcome in, Lauren Young.
All right, Chris McElduff. Nice finish. Rosalind Jarrett Sepulveda. And Adam Tujek from St. Louis.
Nice job, Rosalind. She's with our USA Triathlon Foundation.
That's my friend. I actually met her at Endurance Exchange doing the little quick speed networking, and we've been friends ever since. Welcome to the finish line, Rosalind Jarrett.
Yes.
Sepulveda.
Rosalind, her husband made our award stands, by the way.
Wow.
We saw them yesterday at the awards ceremony. Yes, they look very nice. Tom Couillard, White Bear Lake, Minnesota.
She's got her hands up coming down the chute. She's high stepping her way into that finish line.
Patrick Hernandez, Wauwatosa, Wisconsin. Helena Chiminat from Whitefish Bay, Wisconsin as well.
All right, more coming into this Toyota Scrim. The finish line chute is yours. Welcome in.
Are we welcoming in Kim Davis, Denise Fectu, Tiffany Martin, and Shelly Sarson? Shelly Sarsons, welcome to the finish line. Put that smile on your face. And this is Charity McCullum. You're here. Put your hands in the air.
Oh, our next finisher has quite a cheering section for her. She's onto the red carpet.
Is this S.O. Sketchland? It looks like Carly Toma Perry. She's heading down to the finish chute. She has her hands in the air and that smile on her face. Welcome to your 2022 Toyota Age Group National Championships, my friend.
Cut in here quick. We've got our first Team Ellery is in the house. Our first chair coming in. Team Langer, let's go.
Oh, yeah, there we go. Now it gets fun.
All right, finish line chute. Let's get loud. Let's get loud.
One of our challenge team finishers. Oh, this is we had a bunch of them in the swim as well. You're going to see them over the next several minutes.
This is the best part of the day. Let's go finish line.
Yeah.
This is my friend Ellery.
Wow, this is absolutely beautiful. Welcome to your 2022 2022 Toyota Age Group National Championship.
All right, if you just came out to cheer, oh, that is awesome.
Wow.
If you just came out to cheer on Ellery, don't go anywhere. She is just the first of our PC athletes that are getting ready to come through our chairs, our guides. So stay here. We've got a lot of fun coming. Now entering the finish line shoe is Sharon Rogan Buck from Hillsboro.
She's 84 years old. Let's hear it for her.
84, born in 1938, coming across
Look at
the
that
line.
pace. Oh my God.
Sharon is #goals. Thank you, Sharon, for being here today.
Wow.
Thank you
That
for
is
running
awesome.
that fast. That's a sight to behold.
I agree.
Oh, is this Frederica Holloway from Carroll Stream, Illinois? Welcome to your finish line. And then is this Heidi Anderson Isaacson from St. Paul, Minneapolis?
Linda Rich from Escondido, California. Here comes Julie McLean, Manuka, Illinois. And Isabel Colvin from Shorewood, Wisconsin.
Come on, Isabel. See, the crowd loves her. Or maybe this is not Isabel.
Linda Rich, way to go. Julie McLean, Isabel Colvin, and Lawrence Nantel.
Keep on coming. Keep coming. That downhill is it. You just got to push through this finish line and you are done.
Laura Hanneman, Lakeville, Minnesota. Elizabeth Fanko from Alto, Michigan. And Linda Freeman, Orlando, Florida. Look at that
Wow.
dig.
There we go.
Excellent finish.
She deserves the city beautiful Orlando, Florida's own Linda Freeman.
This is Rich Malcolm coming down to his finish line. Welcome in, Rich.
From Germantown, Tennessee, Frisco, Texas, Aaron Mullen. Nice job.
We had Joanne Dow from Port Washington, Daryl Storino from Racine, and Foley Van Leishout from Milwaukee. It's our local. Good job, Foley. Elizabeth Sweeney, Wauwatosa. John
Right.
Van Leishout, another local finisher. Let's hear it. Milwaukee. Let's bring in Lauren Smith from Bloomington, Indiana.
Lauren has a cheer squad. So Lauren Smith, all the way from Bloomington, Indiana. Welcome to your finish line. Oh, all the way from the ATL is Maria Carmel.
What a great smile. Nice job, Maria. if you look behind you, if you're standing the finish line chute, or if you're in the announcing tent, you can see some of our PC athletes out of there on the bike course. It's going to be awesome. I cannot wait to continue to welcome them into the finish line.
Boyd Sievers, Spring Lake Park, Minnesota. Nice job. From Milwaukee, it's Doug Mack. Let's hear it. Nice job, Doug.
Team Triumph is in the house. Will, my buddy Will, welcome in.
Jeff Bergman, and Teddy Franciscotti.
Teddy Franciscotti out of Littleton, Colorado. Littleton, which my brother lives in Littleton, Highlands Ranch. Great riding area. Matter of fact, you have the access to some of the greatest hill climbing in Littleton. You can get up into about 10,000 feet. You can do some amazing rides into Evergreen, which is about 8,400 feet. Littleton is like heaven for riding.
You pretty much have something to say about every single city that's listed here, don't you? You know what college is in what town and where the good riding is.
Karen, I just love the idea of a city that has some tie to something we can talk about. So that's Winter Garden. I don't want to make anything up, but Winter Garden sounds like a great destination location, doesn't it, in Florida?
This is Charlene Hayslip. Come on in, Charlene.
Winter Garden, Florida. Oh my goodness, we're just talking about Winter Garden. How about that?
It's beautiful there.
Oh, come on. You've been there too. I'm jealous. Oh, I'm jealous.
Keep on coming. Keep on coming. I believe our final biker just left the bike course. So we are about to have all of our runners on the run course.
2.5K, guys. 2.5K run. So it'll go pretty fast.
Yep.
Hey, Sandy, welcome from Sussex, Wisconsin.
Oh, Michael, I think this is your song.
Here we go. She's going to come dancing through the finish line. We got what you want. It's a finish line. We got what you need. Some water in the middle.
Give me some of that. Here we go. Ann Barrett, nice job.
Oh, there she is. I see another one of our My Team Triumph on the horizon. Keep.
Oh, this looks like Dan Manderkern from Hillsborough, California. And is this Lanisa Milkowski? All the way from the DMV, representing Team Z from Arlington, Virginia.
Here we go. Another angel through the chute.
Oh, yeah. Dallas Van Dusen. Congratulations. That was a strong finish. Love the Angels.
Rockville, Maryland's at Pat Doe. Nice job. Oh, 81 years old. My goodness gracious. Look at that. Waving the hands in the air. Do a little dance, and we got the right song for you, right? Do a little jig across the finish line.
We got to show Miss Pat Doan some respect. Congratulations, and welcome to your finish line.
Pat, you're awesome, girl. Miriam Raviv of Austin, Texas, another Team USA veteran. Miriam, what did that smile, girl?
Hey, Tim, I managed to catch up with my man Dallas down here in the chute. He just came through with the Angels. Dallas, how was that?
Oh my God.
I heard that you're looking for a spot to Worlds. Is that true?
Yeah.
Oh, man. You're so fast. You're so fast. Well, that was awesome, Dallas. Thanks for being out there.
You're welcome.
Oh. Welcome to your finish line, Melissa Wynn. What a perfect last name for this, Melissa Wynn.
Let's just make an agreement. There's only 2.5 kilometers left for all of our athletes out there, or less. If you're at the shoot right now, let's just stay. We're talking about like 12 minutes. Let's put it in the effort. Let's be out here.
Yeah, on a pretty flat course, pretty fast course. The weather actually is still cooperating. It's not like crazy hot right now, right?
Thank you.
Yeah, what a shift in weather, huh? We boy, didn't see this one coming. It just moved out of the area like nobody's business. It was looking pretty grim this morning. We were at the venue and it was pouring at 3:30. Oh my goodness, you got Sheila Isaacs from Shoreham. You know Sheila, right?
I do know Sheila. She is 85 years old. We've been waiting with bated breath for her to make it to the finish line. Fantastic job, Sheila. Let's hear it for her. 85 years old.
Woo! Her last triathlon she'll ever do.
Really?
She's retiring from triathlon. She's done a triathlon in all 50 states, by the way. Sheila, we commemorate this great finish to you and all your commitment to this great sport.
And just behind Sheila, Team Haley. Haley, welcome in. Congratulations, girl. We got another one of my Team Triumph coming down. Wow, I echo you, like 85 years old, running across the finish line. That is amazing. Thanks for everything you've done, Sheila. All right, finish line. Let's get ready to go wild. Come on, let's start making the noise right now. Here we go. This is Team Jacob.
Oh, yeah. They're all the way from Green Bay, Wisconsin.
Jacob Vandenberg.
I don't know about you, but seeing this come across the finish line is so emotional. This
Yeah,
sport is for
Jacob.
anyone.
Getting the high fives as he comes down the chute. Jacob, my man, you did it, brother.
And I got my hand out. I'm giving you a high five from the announcer's tent. Jacob, high five to you.
Exhale. We're looking back up the path right now, waiting to see our next finisher coming down. We see you down there. We see you coming onto that bridge. This finish line is all here for you. This one was built for you. You are so close. You got one more minute of effort, and then you are home.
One little tab, I'll send it to you. That has been a game changer. So for voice stuff, I use strictly F2C because it keeps you hydrated without you having like the downs and the bloats of yeah. Yesterday I was so bloated because I forgot it. And it was so hot.
I'd love to
Research it. Yeah.
I had some stuff on Beth. Another announcer gave me and it is a game changer.
Ooh,
for saving my voice. It is
now what is it? Because you have a brick in there, right?
Here we go. This one's for you. Let's hit that red carpet. Whatever you got.
All right, this is Lindsay Noen from St. Paul, Minnesota. Congratulations, Lindsay.
My friend Michael, let's go. We got a little bit of time. We want to give a shout out to some of our sponsors who's made this happen. Picking up where we left off, Hand and Stone Massage. They're a proud sponsor of the USA Triathlon. Download your exclusive USAT discount of $10 so that you can get you a massage or a facial. Icon Meals. Many of us are triathletes, and so we're traveling all the time, going to new cities. They will ship your food to your hotels or to your home. That's iconmeals.com. RaceX. For athletes that don't qualify for the 2022 Toyota Age Group Championships and you wonder how you stack up against the nation's best, you can register for next year's USA Nationals Remote Triathlon on remoteracing.com, powered by RaceX, the official race execution app of USA Triathlon. To register and check out this weekend's results, go to remoteracing.com and select US Nationals Remote Triathlon.
Hey, Mashonda, I'm going to jump in here quick because we have two more My Team Triumph coming for the finish line.
Sounds good.
This is Ken and Autumn. Autumn, welcome in. She is so stoked to be in the shoe with us.
Oh, yeah. Autumn. Welcome to your finish line, friend.
And now it is Reina and Miguel.
Oh, yeah.
Ken and Autumn, Reagan and Miguel, and shout out also to Ken and Miguel, taking on the task of getting out there, pushing hard, making sure that it's a perfect race. You guys are awesome. Thank you to our guides. And shout out to Reina and Autumn. And we see a couple more finishers on the horizon making their way down towards the line. Mashana, I'll turn it back to you if you've got another one. We've got a minute. Sorry, I put you on the spot there.
You did, but it's okay. I'm always ready.
I wasn't looking. Here we go. Let's bring in another finisher here quick. He's running now. He feels that finish line. We talk about the giant magnet that just draws you in as you get closer. And that magnet gets stronger as the crowd gets louder. So we're going to get louder. And we're going to welcome in our finisher here.
That's because he has that power. We're about to get a number in just a second.
Here he comes.
Oh, don't stop beating the boards yet. Let's go. More noise. We need more cowbell. We need more board. Come on. Let's go. Come on. Come on. Come on. There we go.
Kenneth Mensoni, St. John, Indiana.
Nice job, you guys. We
Thank
should do
you
that
for
more
welcoming
often.
him.
We should do that for more often, shouldn't we?
Well, you're going to get another chance, Tim, because another finisher is almost into the chute. She's made it in between that Toyota branding. That's that first sign that you are almost home. This is Deanna Carmen coming into the finish line chute. Come on in, Deanna.
Oh, and she's from my side of the world over on the East Coast, Millsboro, Delaware, and she's 71 years young. Tim?
Yeah, I'm telling you. You can't tell by looking, right? She's like beating the boards. Look at this.
I agree. Nice job, D.
Out of Delaware. Hey, Deanna, we got to have you come back, right? We got to do this again next year.
Yeah, Tim, we've got a minute before we get our next finisher. Any updates on next year? What's next year look like?
Not yet. I know you're trying to pull it out of me. Not yet. We're working it.
Okay.
We're working. Oh my gosh, you guys. We follow each other everywhere. You know, I live in a small town of Monument, Colorado. Well, it's not so small anymore. And we were in California, and I see this Monument, Colorado. Amazing couple from Monument, and they're here again in this race. How'd the racing go, you guys? Intense. Yeah, you're talking about a 30-some minute race, right? Oh, my goodness. $40 minutes. Yeah, it's fun. It was a fun distance because you can still push your limits, right? Cardiovascularly tax it. You know, that anaerobic threshold for much of that race if you do it right. Yep. Where we going next? We got to go to the same places, right? Sheila Isaacs just did all 50 states. She, at 85, is now officially retiring. And is one of those one of those honored. Boy, there's a few people that have done it. Not very many. It's a hard feat to do. We're gonna keep jamming till the very last athlete crosses the finish line. Exciting times from finish times to Sunday times to time in the sport.
I'm thinking back to when I woke up, and I woke up later than a lot of the staff that's here, but thinking back to when I woke up, looked at my phone, pulled up the radar, and looked at the future. And yes, we made adjustments. And sometimes you're in just a weird position where you're like, once you make the change, I hate to say you almost hope it comes to fruition because you want to be validated in your change. But in reality, none of us wants that. None of us wants to be out here right now in this moment getting poured on, tearing down in the rain. So given what it looked like this morning when those changes were made to right now, I'm just grateful to be out here having a great day, smiling. Hopefully our team and our volunteers are able to start tear down without too much rain and issues. So, and thank you to our volunteers, our medical staff, everybody who's hanging out. Hi, Mac. How's it going? Got any good social media stuff going right now?
Right now, we're documenting Caleb Pruitt. This is, I believe, I believe it's the first person with Down syndrome to complete this race. So I'm pretty excited to cheer him on the finish line.
Wow, I did not know that was the information we were going to get. Okay, and Caleb is close. Not far. Mackenzie, full of great information today. Caleb Pruitt. Caleb Pruitt, potentially our first Down syndrome finisher here at this event. So that'll be awesome. Cannot wait to celebrate that. And he's 15 years old. Okay. That was make sure to turn your microphone off moment back there. Hi, Caleb's father. How are you, sir? Caleb is 15 years old. Where are you from?
Jacksonville, Florida.
Jacksonville, Florida. You came up here. And how many triathlons has Caleb done?
I think this is 10.
10. Wow, at 15 years old. First one when he was 14. And he's hooked, clearly. The youngest ever person with Down syndrome to do a triathlon. Ken, thank you for sharing your story. Yes. See? That's why we stay here. That's why we stick around. And we've got 2 more into the finish line. We see you. Yeah, hands up in the air. We're here for you.
We're so glad, Michael, that you're down on the course because you have an angle that we can't see. So we're excited to welcome these 2 finishers into the finish line.
I believe, Caleb, is that you?
You are near the finish line. You want to come down and cheer for this man.
This is 15-year-old Caleb Pruitt. Welcome in, Caleb.
Let's go, Caleb Pruitt.
Yeah.
All right, that was one of the happiest finishes we've seen today. That was awesome.
That was so awesome. I love that this sport is so inclusive. All you have to do is get out here and try.
Hey, well, I'm standing down here in the chute. I just found what? Yes, I had never met her until today. Hi, McKeely Jones.
Hello.
So, McKeely, you're racing out of somewhere in Southern California now, right?
I have lived in San Diego for a long, long time.
Okay. And your resume, it's not bad. Not bad. So, silver medal. When was that?
A few years ago, 2000 in Sydney.
The original Olympic triathlon, the very first ever. You took silver medal, and you're still racing today. You're still being a great ambassador for the sport. Tell us how super sprint racing feels as you've done all the distances. Former Ironman world champion. This is a hard distance, yeah?
I have done this before many, many years ago. This actually started in Australia back in 1995. So I've done a lot of super sprints. But, as you get older, that speed starts to disappear. So I'm so glad that we all got to race today. This is the first time that I've ever done US age group nationals.
Really?
And love it. It's so fantastic to be out there racing with everyone, and congrats to everyone that competed today. You guys definitely did way better than me. I'm like one and done.
Okay, final question. I love to ask people the rose and thorn. No thorns today. Your highlight of the day, your rose today. What's the bright spot of today for you?
I'm the type of person that I'm just happy that I still have the passion to race triathlon after so many years. So my advice to anyone out there, find your passion no matter what it is and go for it.
The legend. Give it up for McKeely Jones joining us for the first time here. And now we've got another one in the finish line. Shoot, there's not too many more to come. So we're going to just give everything we have left for these athletes coming down. Team Suit. All right, who's in the house?
This is Kay Danforth. Let's hear it for her. She's from Pentwater, Michigan.
Just to kind of put a pin in that conversation we were having and to highlight the inclusivity of triathlon, how cool is it that our former silver medalists that beating on the sides of the barricades to welcome in the final athletes? Find me a sport that does that. I'm serious. I'm not making that up. I love that about this sport, that we've got people out here that, even you, Karen, just coming out and spreading the love all these years later, sticking around, making sure that all these athletes feel welcome, whether it's their first triathlon or they're a former world champion. That's pretty awesome.
Well, I think for a lot of us, that started triathlon back in the 80s, it's a lifestyle, so you don't retire from it. You just kind of move on to the next phase, and you want to stay involved in the sport. So I'm thrilled to be able to come here and announce. Keeps me a part of the sport. I love seeing the performances of all kinds. The older age groups are a huge inspiration to me. Just seeing what can be done as you age gives you hope.
Do you still have any goals left? Have you set any new goals lately? Do you want to finish one of these at 85,
well,
like what we just saw?
I definitely, have had my eyes on the 80 to 84 age group, but it's got at Hawaiian Ironman the record. But it's getting faster, so I might have to move up to 85 to 89. I need a little more time to train.
Oh my God! You know what they say? The endurance stays in your legs, right? It stays in your body the longer you compete. Karen, you heard it here first. She wants that 85 to 89-year-old Hawaii Ironman record. You are crazy. Speaking of legends of the sport, apparently Sister Madonna went into the water, so she did start. If you know much about the sport of triathlon, you probably know about Sister Madonna Buter. She is an icon, and I hope she's still out there on the course. I haven't gotten any updates that she is or isn't, but if so, we've got another legend coming down. And I've got somebody at the end of the street there that's just celebrating already. How's it going? We see you. You're almost home. Are you pointing at somebody? They're behind a cart. We can't see who it is, but maybe it is Sister Madonna. We'll see. Oh my gosh, I think it is her. Sis, you are kidding me. This is the Iron Nun. Okay, if you're anywhere in the psych, you got to come here. Sister Madonna Buter was at the time the oldest woman to ever finish an Ironman at 82. I believe she is 92 years old. She just turned 90. I've got literal goosebumps. You're kidding. Sister Madonna.
Oh my goodness. 92 years old, right? 92?
Is that the oldest finisher we've ever had?
I have actually not seen Sister Madonna at a race for a couple of years, and she's back here
I agree.
to celebrate. And we saw her yesterday at the award ceremony supporting all of her friends. And now she gets to be supported by all her friends.
Let's go. That's right. Ladies and gentlemen, we'll give her her own stage here. But please welcome in
from Spokane, Washington.
Wow.
Sister Madonna Buter.
Oh, this is so special. Sister Madonna said, let me pick it up and run.
Sister Madonna. How about it, girl? Way to go, way to go.
Wow.
Oh, congratulations to Sister Madonna at 92 years young.
Wow. And a great guide as well with Miss Pate. We know her as well. She did all the races in Billy Pate, that is, Upland, California. She did all the races in Texas that she could have done with Kimmy Armour. So pretty awesome to see.
And Tim, I believe Sister Madonna is what brought us home here today. I think that she brought us to our finish.
Yep.
That's it. Wow, what a finish.
That's going to lock it down. You know what? This has been an unbelievable weekend. I can look back at the start of the weekend thinking it's Friday. We've got an open water swim. We had a great swim that day. It was 58 degrees, right? 58. And we were like, wow, we're in for a cold weather weekend. And then we went to the kids race. We couldn't have the swim. We had a beautiful, great run right here at the venue. Then we move into Saturday. Unbelievable racing. Some of the best racing we've seen in such a long time for over 3,000 athletes. And then last night, the weather forecast, gloom as it was, and with a lot of hard and late meetings to do a lot of things, it was incredible. We enjoyed the prep, but it was a crazy morning. And then to have this turn out like it has. We want to thank everybody for being here. You are why we are here. You make it work. As athletes, spectators, family members, and friends, we're going to have an awards ceremony at 1 o'clock at the same place we did yesterday, University of Wisconsin and Milwaukee Arena. Thank you, everybody, for being here. We'll be chatting with you shortly. Have a great, great late morning, early afternoon. You know, it is nice. The adjustment actually works for us a lot better.
There's that 790 long. Open up that. But we can open up like if you want for the lights.
I like it.
Yes, please.
Not here.
I live out here.
Oh, that's the one we have on the red. Oh, the red, black, red.
I would have thought that'd be such a popular photo.
Are they still doing awards at the same time? Okay, do you want to make that up? People are asking over here. You want to make that up?
Yeah, we're still going to do awards at 1 o'clock at the arena, University of Milwaukee, University of Wisconsin at Milwaukee. There we go. We'll spit that out. We can't move it up. The reason why we couldn't move it up, you guys, is that not everybody's going to hear that we're trying to move it up. So if we moved it up to 11 o'clock or something like that, we'd have people showing up at 1 and being like, where is everybody? And that obviously doesn't work. So
like I did yesterday. Roger that. Thank you. In the photo too?
keep doing this, right? I know you will.
We'll be back next year. We'll be back at Youth and Junior Nationals too.
Jim, we have Molly here waiting about payment, please.
His dad was telling me every time he does like a new race, he hits a new PR every single time.
It's amazing. Man, I saw him yesterday over in the swim family. It was 58 degrees. He's in the water. He's smiling, joking around. Everybody else is like, crap. Yeah. And he's like, woo!
I would have been with him like that.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, sorry. Good job, Charlie. Yes, right. Oh,
It ended up being a great day.
Love what you did.
Thanks for having me. Thanks for having me.
Always. All right, Mark. Mark, give me good news, man. I like good news. Not bad news.
Well, it's mixed. We got this cat behind us here with the blue kit. He has a start time and a finish time.
You remember Jennifer Hill at all?
So we're back to race. Right? So, wait a minute. His start time because he has his chip registered at the beginning, it's registered at the end, nothing in the middle. He has only total time on his Garmin. He didn't do his data. Second fill. Yep. So, we've got a set of choices to think through. We can go, this is what we cleared up right in the new rules. Burden proof, record, and completion of power forces on the Yep. If these things, because decide to give them a finish time. My sense is that, I think what we probably should do is go ahead and
Here's the thing, though, is that any type of sector
find a start time and a finish time for him and be like, okay, his ship just didn't work.
Yeah.
So it's fine.
Yeah.
I don't think anybody's going to press that.
Yeah. And his time that he landed. These are all red flags, obviously. That's why we're having a conversation.
Because you want to know all those things. Typically, you'll do what you want to do so you get that for every segment of the sport.
Why would you wear a garment?
Stopwatch. It's just a watch on your watch if you just want to get a start and finish time.
Right. I mean, it's like these are set of red flags. Set them in the you have electronic data. Right? They send me back a screenshot of their and we finally, with some of them, we'll get to that. And some of them will go, I mean, we had one that we had to qualify at Ironman Texas last year. This guy gets talking to us. We think that's something good. Data. That data. I can see it on the It's 9:30 at night. I can see it. So finally, we get started to get him to get us the information. We're showing him on a bigger picture. And what he had done in North Shore Park, you go through it 3 times. When you come into it, there's a row of porta johns, and then you loop around North Shore Park and go back out. Well, look at his data. He goes, and this is what we knew. He went to the Porto on the. He went to the Porto on the second loop. 3 loops. Went to the Porto on the second loop, and then went across to go on the run. So he had done it. He did it right first, wrong second, right third. And then he's arguing that he didn't complete the entire course. And we show him, and he goes, "Oh yeah, I remember when I did that." We're like, "It's a half a mile." And he's like,
Thanks everybody for all the work today.
So
as we are tearing down, please make sure to pick up
finish time in the electronic system.
And we'll just leave it backed up on the side of the road, or you can bring it back with yourself. Any equipment, including mesh, signs, A-frame signs, we're going to bring back to the trailer and just leave it on the grass outside of the coach so there's room around to work. Finally, please separate the cones. Please separate the USAT cones from the LAS cones. They both say LAS or USAT on them. Thanks everybody for your help. Cody from Command.
Thank you.
Go ahead.
Hey, you. So glad you came to work with us. We really appreciate it. You were great.
I don't even. So I'm always. How did this even happen?
We're just talking about having a 4th announcer in the booth.
Okay.
Working it, and we another video announcer. It gets mailed off.
Well, thank you.
Your name was brought up. So I can do it.
Well, thank you. And I now know the style, so I need to get some information out of your hand on where I can find information about the athletes, because I think the age groupers should be profiled as well, like in some way.
Well, there's the good thing is that the more you get to announce with us, you get to hear some crazy stories, and you get to tell
And
the
then you
stories.
just know.
You get to tell the stories yourself. You got other events, and we just kind of help each other. Kind of just expand it. Because you'll bring some stuff from events that you do that we don't know.
JT tape samples. Does the medical team want them?
Yeah, a lot of the Connect people were like, "Oh my gosh, we didn't know you were here, Shonda." So.
I will check. I'm not at medical right now, but I'm heading that direction.
This is beautiful.
Okay, we have about 200 or 300.
No.
Craig from medical. This is Brad.
So Monday afternoon, actually. Yeah. So I'll be able to get into the morning. But just wake up slowly.
See you.
Good to see you.
Good to see you. Thank you.
More than 3.
I am not sure where the program started, but you have information to Rob. And so what will happen is
samples of
overall, we'll have the
KT tape.
non-binary first, second,
You
third
guys want
overall,
it?
and then they'll each get first in their age.
Yeah, we'll take that off your hands.
So it's parallel to like,
Madison, you copy?
But I have the names and I have their names and bid numbers and age.
Okay.